We are live worldwide. I'm going to bring the camera closer. Go say hi, everybody.
Always comes up with our stream first. Why is it not coming up with our stream? Maybe I was too quick on the button again. That's better.
It's very weird listening to the stream while on the stream and being around the stream. Stream.
Stream.
Too many streams.
Alrighty. Now. So.
When we last left our hero.
Well, you know, if we can call her that yet, she's got no great deeds to her name.
She stood up to that bully who robbed the gym.
More like got assaulted by him on two separate occasions.
Yeah, you beat a gym. That's pretty heroic.
Is it?
Sort of. You know, the humble beginnings of a hero.
Maybe.
Anyhows.
No, any walls.
Whoa! Yeah. Hoot hoot, we got it.
So, we have the next gym at level 17.
What does our list look like? We're getting that egg, doing egg things.
Getting that egg doing egg things, which it currently... sounds can be heard coming out of it.
You haven't killed the egg. This is good.
I don't think you can kill the egg.
It would be pretty sad for a kid's game where it's like, oh, you held the egg too hard out of love, and now it died. Like,
you broke it open. No, that's a hard life that they can learn in real life.
Well, you grew up on a farm, so you maybe interacted with like, oh, we're gonna have some eggs for breakfast, and you crack one open, like, oops. I mean, you could hold them up to the light, figure out if they have.
No, well, we did the float test.
Ah, what's the float test? I don't know what the float test is.
I can't remember if it's sink or swim, but one of them's good and one of them's not.
I think I would have to imagine the unfertilized eggs sink because that's how you know when you boil them, they float to the top.
Probably.
But I didn't realize that chicks or eggs with chicks.
I think that there's another part of it, like about if it's like rolling or like other behaviors. Like I wasn't the one doing that. That was like something Dad did. Like I was between the ages of 12 and I think I left at 23.
Still 10 years of egg rolling.
That and like you can tell when they're nesting. Because they don't want you on the net. They don't want you touching the nest.
Oh yeah. So if they're not nested, like if they just lay an egg and they're like whatever, they don't care.
Yeah.
Oh, so they.
Of course they know. It's the season. I mean, occasionally there is sometimes some minor, like, just I'm hoarding these eggs anyway. They're not fertilized, but I'm hoarding them. Because they want to be a mama chicken.
Oh. Life on a farm is honestly like it's one of those things that has been lost in the last 100 years. Because I would imagine 100 years ago, 1920 something, you'd imagine most people, even if they didn't live on a farm, they probably had like 1 or 2 degrees separation from somebody working on a farm. Here in 2026, I'd have to go, like, I mean, I think one of your friends works with chickens, but I don't know how, like, it feels very...
And then he works at a meat factory.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's very industrial. It's not a farm. It's not raising these chicks from birth.
No.
So.
No.
I'm just, yeah, so.
Alright, just was checking one little thing. which was like, you know, the leveling of the cave.
Mm.
It should be okay.
Yeah.
I think the highest level Pokemon down there is level 14, so...
Yeah, we're good. I mean...
And that should be the last one we face. What do we think? Are we good? Scent of smoke. Well, because they make charcoal in the town.
So this is the... well, tell us the name when you climb down it.
Yep.
Whee!
And it's got some cool art.
That's cool. And then the whole... Oh, it's just...
That was this guy. Hey! Yeah! The guy up top took off when I shouted at him. But then I took a tumble down the well. I slammed down hard on my back so I can't move. Rats! If I were fit, my Pokemon would have punished them. I can't be helped. Show them how gutsy you are in my place.
Kurt, you're a crazy son of a bitch, and I love you for it.
And also, look.
Very good.
Reflections.
Perfect reflection.
Even the little Geodude.
It's what is it? Better than the Switch, right? I remember there being complaints about graphical representations.
That was specifically to Z-Day.
Okay.
Because that was a lazy game. Compared to most Pokemon games.
Go get it. Well, don't put your Geodude in water. He don't like it.
Well, I need to wash him at some point.
Nah, it's...
Right there. Right there. And we can now catch Pokemon.
Whoop! Oh boy, not this one.
Not this one.
You knew what I was going for. Go. Level 5 Zubat. Dead.
Dead.
Choo! Now, I spent yesterday, when you stole the stream yesterday, I set up my computer to steal the stream back.
Good luck.
I'm thinking Monday at some point I'll stream individually. I think I want to play through Final Fantasy VI,
Yeah.
but do it with retro achievements. But I have to do...
I don't think that'll affect my class, but we'll have to monitor.
Yeah, if
Because obviously my class is like 6 hours on a... Like, I'm watching a Zoom.
well, then maybe I'll reschedule. But either way, I have a lot of research to do because retro achievements is hard. There's a lot of missable achievements, and there's a lot of very specific things where it's like, you know, playing through Final Fantasy VI once is, let's say, 20 to 40 hours, depending on how efficient you want to be. And I don't want to do it 3 times.
What?
No. So, but I do want to play through it. It is a landmark game, and to be able to, like, check all the boxes and get all achievements would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
This just
Looks like... No, I'm looking at the sound. It needs to come down. I had to boost it for Minecraft.
Oh. This one?
No.
Yeah.
Too low now. That looks about right.
All right. Let me make sure to click back over here to make sure you have focus. You should be able to be good to go.
Outstanding guard up top when some old coot yelled at me.
Oh my god.
He startled me so much that I fell down here.
Oh my god.
How about I'll vent my anger and take it out on you?
I did always. Oh my god.
Did you see all those flying R's?
I did. Oh yeah. I mean, I kind of missed it, but I kind of saw it. I missed it on stream too. Damn.
Gotta be quick.
Gotta be quick. The internet is a wondrous place. Real good. Oh, Rat-Tat! Watch out! Hit you for
It doesn't even have bite yet.
just the visual of the rock literally coming down from the ceiling and just going like dunk and just splatting that poor Rat-Tat all over the cave wall.
Another Rat-Tat.
Rat-Tat.
Rat-a-tat.
Oof.
Good girl. You're not a good girl, though, Larry. You tried to steal my dinner.
Well, I was successful, Mama.
I know.
I did it, Mama.
Oh, this is not my day.
Well, he did give you some money.
That's because I stole it from him. This is literally a fleecing.
Are you pulling, you know, you're not a hero, pay me?
Pretty much.
You're the Luke Cage of the Pokemon world?
Tracks to me.
I mean, if you steal money from thieves, what are they going to do? What are they going to do about it?
Find the cops.
Can't do that.
Well, it depends on how dumb they are.
True.
They literally got scared by an old man and fell down a well.
Well, then the old man proceeded to fall down the well as well, so... Hey, Zubat! Mmm. Mmm.
Okay.
Yes, the rock.
The rock. Mm-hmm.
Yes, gaze the rock.
Oh, nothing there, no.
Pokemon?
Could we get a Pokemon?
It's a Zubat.
It's a Zubat, but there is water here as well. And I have a rod now. But...
Yeah, but what happens if you get a Magikarp? I don't think Magikarp are in here. But what if they were?
I think there is a chance. I would like a Slowpoke.
Slowpoke would be top notch. This is the Slowpoke cave. So one would think that I would probably hold out for a random encounter with a Slowpoke. There could be Electrode. No. Yeah, Super Potion's nice.
Super Potion is nice.
Nice. I want to see these R's fly out.
Stop taking Slowpoke, Tails. What, you want us to disobey a direct order from Executive Proton?
Executive Proton.
If you want to stop us, you'll have to defeat us all. Go ahead and try.
Argon.
And I'm wondering if it's a mandate that they all had to dye their hair pink.
I think Giovanni is too honorable to actually mutilate Pokemon. I think that's why we got Executive Proton here. Giovanni wouldn't stand for this shit. This is some lower level thug who's like, I gotta easy in.
Well, especially as he said he was packing it up, so, you know, something's happened.
Yeah, no, Giovanni wouldn't stand for this shit. Like, Giovanni will fleece people. He's not gonna fleece people.
Ekans. I was intimidated.
Scaredy. No. Oh, that's
Very intimidating.
yeah, but you didn't bite him and he flinched. He was like, nope, I'm out.
So really, who's the more intimidating of the two? Me.
Well, he leered at you, so now you're... Get leered, noob.
I've been leered at. I'm used to creepy things leering.
Hey, what does that mean? Is there subtext there? Should I not look too much into it? I'm just not going to look too much into it.
It's not you.
Okay.
I used to work at a bottle shop.
Oh, it's right. Okay.
God, no, I promise. When there is a jab coming your way, you'll know.
I usually do. Ooh, there's a rock. At the end of a dead end?
Maybe?
Guarded by a level 5 Zubat. Man, Zubat on Zubat violence. You hear how sad it sounded?
It did. Superpotion.
That's 2. You can have the strength of...
Ow. Quit taking Slowpoke, Tails. If we listen to you, Team Rocket's rep would be ruined.
Your rep... Well, whatever. I don't know how to respond to that. It's like, we're a bad organization becoming worse, and you're stopping us from being worse. You're like, I don't get it, my friend. What part of this... Also, you're gonna, like, crash in on Professor Oak. He's gonna have a bowl full of Slowpoke tails. It's gonna be the saddest thing. You're like, oh no! Don't be your heroes!
No, definitely don't be your hero, especially when they're daft old professors.
They're pretty dead.
Don't even remember their grandkids' name.
Oh yeah, and then just freaking chew them out for not being champion enough. You were a champion, but you weren't champion enough. Before
Yeah, I felt so bad.
Batty Coda, no.
I've been astonished. That's okay. This should be Batty Coda's last fight because he's gonna level up.
Definitely the last fight. Okay, just nod. Got to do that.
15.
15.
Yes. Katniss. Burn them all.
Team Rocket sent out a Leia. Leia, are you on Team Rocket?
They're done.
Well, that's right. You have a little shop.
I do.
Very good item.
Just too strong.
Hey, Ma, I paid up some criminals. Here's somebody.
Slowpoke with his tail cut off.
That's. It has mail.
Sure. Be good and look after the house with grandpas and Slowpoke. Love, Dad.
That's cruel.
That one does not have mail. No? Okay, I actually have to choose to interact with you.
Ooh.
What do we have here? I am often labeled as the scariest and cruelest guy in Team Rocket. I strongly urge you not to interfere with our business.
Oh, whoa! He's got a name and a profile picture and shit, and a pose. Also, he's rocking the boots.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't like this guy, but he knows how to wear the boots.
Yeah, he got boots.
Woof. Oof. Did you hurt yourself?
I think so.
I was not paying attention.
Neither was I.
Oh no!
It wasn't worth it.
One turn of confusion.
Yeah.
Get burned.
Get burned.
This dog's too cute.
Alright, now it's coughing. Pretty sure it's level 14. Now, I don't think that has things like explosion.
Do not know what to tell you. I hope fire works well.
Oh, if only we had a booklet.
It's over there.
Oh, it's level 12. Excellent. To be fair, the one I did look up was like the original silver and all that, so that might be different.
Where's the type moves and the thing? Because I don't have it memorized. Hey, that coffee's almost down. Where are you at?
Poison gas.
By the time I figured it out, good to go.
Well, it's just like looking up coughing and seeing if it has explosion. It exploded. With my fire!
Are you so fine? Goes past. Coughing! It's explosion. No.
Level 15 cats. Okay.
37.
Long way away.
Yes.
But also reassuring to know. Team Rocket was indeed broken up 3 years ago. But we continued our activities underground.
Oh, well, wait, literally.
A small obstacle like you won't be much problem for our mission.
The mission!
I advise you to be very afraid of what is to come.
No good advice. Did they clear out, though? They cleared out. Oh! His back is being miraculously healed.
Way to go, Shell! Team Rocket has taken off. My back's better too. Let's get out of here.
Screw you all. I guess the rest of the cave is not accessible right now.
Well, I need strength to move the rock. As I mentioned before, Team Rocket was disbanded by a boy called Red 3 years ago. Now that they have come back, I have a bad feeling about it. In any case, it would please me greatly to make Pokeballs for a trainer like you, Shell.
Nice.
This is all I have now, but take it.
That's well, that's clever.
You have apricorns for me? Fine, I'll turn them into Pokeballs.
Oh.
And then I always tend to go with, like, what do I have the most of? Because, you know.
Is there a special thing with apricorns? Like, do you know what you like?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just always tend to go with what do I have the most of?
Okay.
Because, you know, it's getting the most Pokeballs back in one go.
That's right, I'll give you Grandpa's number.
Nice.
Yeah. So, they'll give me a call when they have things for me. We've got to go heal because we've got some poison.
Apricorns 494. We flip to page 494 to learn what we can learn about apricorns.
For your knowledge, I gave them 3 black ones.
Balls that Kirk makes from apricorns. First, okay, so there are no mixes. Like, you don't have to mix the apricorns up in any way.
What do you...
Like, when it gave you the option to give him a number of apricorns, I thought, like, if you give him 2 black and 1 red, you get this instead of... Or no, it's very simple.
Yeah, it's just which one are you giving and how much of that one?
You will be getting lure balls for black apricorns. They're especially good for Pokemon caught on fishing rods.
Nice.
So, yeah, you know, that rod of yours will come in handy.
Yeah. Okay, so with that done, the town is once again accessible. We've got Slowpokes everywhere.
Yawn. You didn't catch a Pokemon in the cave.
No, I didn't. So that's why I'm like going to go back and hoping now that Team Rocket is gone, there maybe is a chance to catch a Slowpoke.
I would hope so. Again, this is...
Regardless, we also need to train up.
Yeah. And this cave is pretty safe. It's a Slowpoke!
Well, all we saw was level 5 Zubats, so I'm really hoping they have more than level 5 Zubats.
Yeah, I can't imagine.
Ah. There's surfing across that, but we don't have surf. So we'll go for a little bit of an explore. In worst case scenario, then I can go... I think it's back. I need to double check, like, when will my rival come at me? Like, is it if I try to go in the forest, like the next area, will it come at me? Because, you know, I don't want to be ambushed by my rival. More Zubats. Nothing but Zubats all the way down. Because worst case scenario, I'll just go back to the cave we were just in before and do my level up there, because that would be quicker than level 5 Zubats. But we're just gonna check in case there's an off chance. Nah, yeah, I think I need strength for this. I cannot push it aside, it's in my way.
Look at these two.
Level 6 Zubat.
Oh my god, they're evolving. The Pokemon world is about 50% Zubat by mass. It's just all Zubats.
All Zubats all the way now. Look, I'm not doing too poorly for leveling with them.
No, I mean, they go down easy. So, you know, that speed is about just getting in and out of battle.
Sad.
I mean,
I got a rod. I could try my luck. Alright, how about I finish leveling Katniss and then get a new one in rod in case. Slowpoke! We found the coveted Slowpoke!
Alright, don't kill the Slowpoke.
I'm gonna try. Not to kill it, that is. What?
One hit.
Actually, could I just try a Pokeball? Because it's like a big level difference. And what have I got?
Fastball is not what you want.
No. There is a one that is like specifically a like if there's a big level difference.
Yes.
Hi, baby. You finished being annoying.
Okay, here we go.
Nope.
No, that wasn't.
Not even close. Okay.
Curse?
Not the curse. There are two different types of curse. It is not the bad curse. It is not the one where you suddenly have a timer.
Oh, that's good.
Well, it also raised its defense with this move. So that's why I'm like, oh, this will be good. Hi, baby.
Yeah, it's honestly just working with you.
It really wants to be caught. Okay, let's try that.
Catch it. One. Oh my god.
Wow. It is stubborn. No, I don't want to go back in there. I want to do another tackle.
Your attack's down, so even a critical wouldn't kill it.
No, I think a critical overrides that.
That would be bad then.
Okay. One more Pokeball, and then if not, I'm tackle again. Wow, not even shaking.
Should you try a great one?
Well, no, I'm gonna try a tackle first, because I'm about to fall asleep.
Oh, did he yawn?
Yeah. So I'm gonna try one more Pokeball, and then worst case scenario, then I'll try a Great Ball.
Right.
Yes!
Good job, Slowpoke. Join the team.
Joining the team indeed. Okay, so we've got a female dopey Pokemon. A sweep sack leaks from its tail tip. Although not nutritious, the tail is pleasant to chew on.
Alright. I mean,
Professor Oak, what the ever-loving fuck are you doing?
yeah.
Like, you were joking about him, like, eating tails, but, like, when you see an entry like that... You've got a good nickname. Right, a dopey woman. Lovable, but dopey. Oh, what was her name? From Vicar of Dibley. It's a really dopey character in Vicar of Dibley, and she's adorable.
I was gonna call it Miss Piggy.
She's not dopey.
I know she's not dopey, but she's got, like, you know...
And it's not a pig. Dopey. Vicar of Dibley. Alice was her name. She is the naive, dim-witted, and lovable churchgoer. Church assistant. It says burger, but I'm like, I don't know that term.
It sounds like you picked it, but, you know.
I'm going with Alice.
Go with Alice. Apparently one of the Sailor Scouts was really dopey.
Yet the main character. Like, all the other girls are so competent compared to her.
Well, I think she was excitable. But I think she was.
She was clumsy, she wasn't smart, chronically late everywhere, always tripping over everything, complaining about how bad her life is despite being very good. And that was before she got sailor powers. So yeah, no, the main character... What's her name? Sakura... No, so that she has two names. One is Usagi, which is the Japanese version. Can't remember her English name. Did it.
Did it. Got a
I
Slowpoke.
want to assess my situation because, like, water is a really good type to have. Because what I think I'll do is I'll hatch the egg and then trade in my Slowpoke. Like, trade the Togepi out for the Slowpoke.
Okay.
Let me out.
Let me out of here.
I got my Pokemon. I'm leaving to go train somewhere better.
You got a fire weasel chasing you.
Damn straight I do. What about here?
Oh no, it's raining.
It is. Oh, my Pokemon's asleep. I forgot about that. That's okay. They'll wake up over time. Alright, so I've got to get Katniss up another level and a bit.
Is the next thing the gym now?
Yeah. And Silver Rival Forest. Because I just want to see, like, where the hell is he?
I like the fact that the dog...
Just before the entrance. So yeah, I don't even want to, like, try to go in there because he will get me.
I do like the fact that the dogs have been tuckered out today. We were, you know, I didn't run, but we did do some periods of light jogging and things. It's a Spearow! Hey, Spearow. How you doing, boy? Girl? Who's girl?
They're going great, except they've got third-degree burns.
No. It's not eating the bell. It's, I guess, ringing the bell.
I think it's just using the same animation as the leftovers item. And that one is definitely you're eating leftovers.
It's just like the barking sound it makes. Reminiscent of it. Yeah. Good job. Level 16, I'm sorry. Didn't mean to undersell you, Miss Katniss.
And then I just want to see what the levels are like in here. Oh, we've got two of these. We'll grab them.
Pop. It's a pink apricorn.
Oh, yeah. And then we'll see what our levels are like.
Union Cave. Was that the one with the hiding,
Yeah, but that one had a different hiding Pokemon because it's a different entrance.
Oh.
That one had, like, the spur from the front of the Onyx just off to the left.
I missed it. Whoa! Geodude, calm down.
Geodude cannot be calmed.
I was about to say it cannot be burned, but apparently you can burn it.
Oh yeah. It's like, maybe you can't burn me if I cover myself in mud. No, I can bake you. Now, tomorrow morning, apart from having to do a little bit of cleanup, I'm going to potentially also be making some scones. Now, these are, of course, the British style scones, which are different to the American style.
I didn't even know we had American style scones. Like, to me, American style scones are blank plate here.
It's essentially the main difference is it can be eaten without anything on it, because there's normally something in it.
The American style, you mean?
Whereas the English ones are the ones that you cut in half, you put down jam and cream on it, and eat it like that. I learnt this through the Critical Role cookbook, because it had ginger scones, and I'm like, that's weird, they're not even scone shaped. And yeah, they're more of a cake.
I'm back home. I would be getting like a Danish. And a Danish is sort of like a pastry with a filling in the middle, but it's an open air filling. It's not like a cream filled donut where it would be hiding.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know, scones. Scones are something that you see when you're trying, like, you see on television when they're trying to tell you something's very British. You know, it's like, oh, we're in England now, jolly old England, this is great.
We're having scones, tea, and maybe some crumpets.
Yeah.
Whereas, like, because Australia is so close in relation to the UK, but not in distance, yeah, very much so, like, we do tend to have a lot of scones, especially when you're having, like, a morning tea. Now, of course, my experience is going to be very different from the casual Australian, because, like, I work in a school. Which means, like, there are people cooking things all the time.
Yeah. I mean, Australia is different from England in the fact that definitely coffee is bigger than tea.
Yes.
Matter of fact, there was like a thread online where it's like, where's the best coffee you had outside of Australia? And everybody's like, I found this Australian place in Paris. I found this Australian place in New York. I had to go digging. It's like, and the thing is that like, you don't hear it from the outside?
No.
So, yeah, I wouldn't even have gone looking, but no, you can get really good. Just for the record, you can get good coffee, and you should get good coffee in Australia. But it's just like, Australia's known for kangaroos and things that will kill you. Nobody talks about the coffee. They don't get that far until they die.
Pretty much.
That's it.
Now I'm thinking about doing something dumb.
Alright, well, I mean, that's...
Well, there's a second layer underneath this, and in a moment, I will look up the levels to make sure I'm not, like, sentencing all my Pokemon to death. But I'm like, oh, maybe I'll just go and poke my head down there and see how far I can get.
Down there?
Down there.
Where is down there?
Like, all the way at the start of the cave.
Okay.
But the cave's not that big. It's not like the one in the first game where everything's dark and it's annoying. This way.
Yeah, this is back to the entrance.
Yeah. We're out of time. Because I'm like, we need to walk anyway for the sake of the egg, because we need to hatch it ASAP so I can actually get a useful Pokemon in there.
Is there a story reason to hatch it? Is that why we're hatching it?
Yeah.
Okay.
That and, like, I don't think you can put it in your box. Like, once you've accepted it, you're kind of doomed to hatch it.
You're doomed. Doomed!
What cave am I in again?
Union Cave.
Thank you.
Union Cave. Formed by, I don't know, Pokemon Union workers of local 542, Team Rocket International.
B1, yeah, I don't care about that. I want the trainers, but we're also going to walk at the same time. Thank you.
Boop, bop, beep, bop. It's a Geo.
I know about that. I want to train.
Okay. What does a Geodude eat? Does he eat rocks? Or-
Does he even eat? Is he self-sustained? Oh yeah, we're not going down there. That's level 23.
Yeah, that was going to be really dumb.
Or yet, no. Can't go down there.
You could have maybe...
Oh, hold on. Let's check them. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I'm glad I checked.
Okay, good.
But we'll still walk up and down the cave for the sake of, like, you know, the egg.
Oh, gotta do that today. Good. My phone reminded me I got some chores to do.
Chores.
Yeah, I mean, I've been taking, a break from work, just a couple days off, extended weekend kind of thing. And I've been trying to stay productive, like, not working myself ragged or anything, but like I walked the dogs, I did laundry 2 days in a row, got some paperwork done, just, the basics and keep it moving around. I mean, picked up your package.
Yes, you did.
Had a horrible steak sandwich from the Would-Be Bakery. Place is... I don't hate the people working there. Like, they're obviously just there doing... But, like...
There's no care put into the business.
They don't even try. They got, like, 2 donuts in the display case that may have been there for days, because no one's buying them.
Well, that's because they're not putting themselves out there as a good bakery.
Yeah, no, they get people coming in.
Yes, here we go.
Oh, I was about to say, are we dead?
Yeah, we're dead.
Ping! That is the smallest Pokemon I've ever seen. Do they all come out?
Tiny.
Oh my god.
Alright, so it's a boy egg. So now we can, like, have really bad buttons.
I was thinking Hector, but Egter, but that doesn't really work. Endius rated the channel with 4 viewers. That's
Hang on. Hey, Endius.
You're all in time. Right now, spam chat with what you think we should name this Togepi. Egg puns will win, but,
Well, we're not ruling out anything else. It's just, that's what comes to my mind.
Yeah, well, I mean, Benedict, because you can get an Eggs Benedict.
True. Benedict's a good one.
Benedict's a good name. You could call him Omelet.
Whereas, like, I was like, thinking more of the, like, the spoiled eggs, like, when they go rotten.
Call him Sulfur,
Yeah.
just for the smell.
Yeah.
Could do that.
But, like, so far Benedict I like.
Benedict sounds fancy, but then you realize it's just because it's an egg Pokemon. So
Yeah.
We need your energy. We need your naming, everybody. Help us out.
Yeah. How was your stream end? How have you been doing?
I know he's been doing 3.0. I know he's been doing his partner streams with Kevin, and I hope they're on the channel now. But yeah, Holiday forever with End.
Always. Always and forever.
I can't wait till he plays Silksong.
He did say, I think I remember him saying on stage that he would like to play it. Or I might be mixing him up with another person that was playing a lot of Hollow Knight that was in our stream.
True.
Alright, I'm going to start typing out Benedict, but I'm going to type it out slowly. I'm going to get up the spelling because I don't spell well.
Okay, you're getting the spelling up because I was going to do the same.
Oh, I thought you were like just keeping a close eye on chat.
Hi, I'm keeping a close eye on chat. I don't want all of the chatters to come in all at once and ruin our stream.
Alrighty.
Anyway, Togepi Benedict.
I'm pressing the wrong button and everything.
Is that with the holiday sauce on it? Is that what they put on the Eggs Benedict?
I've never had an Eggs Benedict.
May have had it once. One of my coworkers always got it. It didn't matter if it was breakfast, lunch, or whatever. He's just like, "Who like an Eggs Benedict? You do good Eggs Benny." Oh.
Story. Hey, Shell, this is great news! A Pokemon hatched. I knew that giving that egg to you, Shell, was the right thing to do. I just knew it. You should come here and show me what kind of Pokemon it is.
Click. Hang up.
Yeah, when I get fly, I'm not going all the way back there. We will, like, go to the cave exit, which is over here. Because I will be trading this wonderful Pokemon. Or another Pokemon that's in my list.
Yeah, is Slowpoke the Pokemon du jour?
I'm thinking about it.
The defense on the Slowpoke is pretty high, at least the normal defense.
Because at the moment, like, we don't have, like, a water type, and we're going to need one eventually.
You don't have the second thing. Slowpoke is
Apparently I'm giving items. I have obviously accidentally clicked the wrong button at some point. No. I have moved Pokemon. Yeah, I think I did move items instead. That was a mistake. Whoopsie doodle. That's better. I wondered why they were grayed out.
Your Pokemon have bricked. You need to hard reset your Pokemon. Get out of here, Togepi. Nobody likes you.
Togepi's great, but Slowpoke. And of course, Slowpoke is named Alice. I used to love watching Vicar of Dibley with my dad. And there was a wonderful character who is a little bit slow and ditzy. Her name is Alice. And she is just an absolute gem.
Okay, we gotta be careful with Alice. Alice is going to die to a stiff breeze here at level 6.
Well, that's why Alice is going up front right now.
Come on, Alice. Show us what you got.
I'm going to make sure everyone's all rested, because I was just doing some grinding. Our current level cap is 17.
17. 17 is the next big Pokemon gym. What kind of gym is it?
Bug.
Bug gym?
Yep, we are potentially going to be doing lots of swishing with our...
This is my bug face.
Oh, that's a bug face. I'm like, you're wearing glasses?
Yes, it's also the glasses. I don't have many... It was very impromptu.
So you can see the top of the thing? Like, just look on the...
I saw it. Hey, guys, it was fading out. I was looking at the right side because that's where the
Geodude was.
Yeah, the Geodude was there. Come on. Let's go, Alice. I mean, it should have... Well, I don't know. I'm scared.
Alright, so it has Tackle as its one offensive move. And so rather than really grind it against you, we're going to get it a few levels first by, like, switching in and out.
Okay.
Just to, like, give it that little bit of a boost to start with.
Oh, no! We'll see if maybe the girl wants some attention. Outdoorsy things and whatever.
But yeah, no, I love Alice. She is the MVP of the Vicar of Dibley. Especially if you look at Christmas episodes where she is playing the Virgin Mary because she's pregnant at that point. And of course, they're doing, Christmas specials, so they're doing a little bit of a play. And so they do a bit of improv to get into character. And her husband, who is playing Joseph, is the father of Jesus. I can't remember his name. I'm not Christian. I'm not Catholic, despite teaching at a Catholic school. And so they do a bit of improv, and he decides it would be fun to pretend to press her, like, oh yeah, like, child of God, is it? Who were you with? And so she's like, fine, I'm going to Bethlehem on my own, and she storms out, and he's all left very perplexed. It's very cute. I like it. It's one of my dad's favorite things to quote.
We still have to watch Blackout. Blackout season 2.
Yep. I was waiting for you to bring it back up, and I'm like, oh, he's probably not in the mood for it.
The first season of Blackout had some hits and misses. But Blackout season 1, the best episode was when he became the Archbishop of Canterbury. That's absolutely his best work in that series. And there's some other good bits and pieces.
No, there is a reason that season 1 is not re-aired as much as the other seasons. Like, 1 is still good, but the others are better. Alright, Katniss, is this going to be enough to get you up to the next level? Nearly. Maybe 1 or 2 more. But yeah, we're going to walk our asses all the way back to town.
Jeez.
Did you manage to get her to go outside, or was she not for it?
She's not for it. Yeah.
Close the treat door. Yeah, but she's less likely to stand in it. Eventually she'll learn the closed door means no treats. Yeah, Katniss is ready for the gym.
Nice, level 17.
Yeah, Katniss is also a good one for the gym because Katniss can just go in there and wreck shop. Alright, so then we've got to start leveling other people so Munchies can start taking over.
Lucy.
No, she's not having it. Oh, poor girl. It's a shame that Alice doesn't have a water move yet, because like this would be so much easier. No one's really great against a rock, so we'll have Munchies go in with like.
No, she checked. She's like, did you pee? Oh, you didn't pee?
Like, if you haven't peed, I'm not going to go and aggressively try and find that spot to just pee in it again. Alright, I'm going to try Rock Smash, because I know it's got a low power. I just kind of want to see what it's going to do compared to Bite. Yeah, so it looks like other one's big, but that's okay.
Level 6.
Level 6. Well, it might be okay against the Zubat, because Zubats are pretty weak, especially if I go Yawn first and put it to sleep. Should be able to hold its own mostly. Super effective. That's because it's part Psychic, and that's a bug move.
Bonk.
Bonk. Oh, no you don't. I heard that, girl.
Oh, is Lucy and or is Leia at the front?
Leia's up front.
Ah, switch him. I don't want to. Leia's pretty good about it. Leia,
Lucy's being a very very interesting dog. We've got 2 dog bowls. They're always full of food. They just can munch whenever because they're not super gluttonous. But if Leia's at the wrong bowl, Lucy tells her about it. Or tells us, so we move her.
all five. She grabbed all 5 of them. I'm here. You stupid girl.
We love you dearly, but you're not very clever sometimes.
You that.
That sounds like a good idea to me. Alright, Pokemon. Come on, Munchies.
Number 12. Remember, you have the same cleaning attitude. Same exact. But you go to sleep on a branch, Wall eats. You go to sleep on a plate, Wall Lucy.
Yep.
Lucy the exact same way with her mom. So, David, put it in my hand, she eats.
Yep.
Give her the ball? Nah, no good. Ugh! Wait! Got him.
So we got Alice to level 7.
Very
Which
good.
is a good start. Because, yeah, and I've decided Zubats. She'll take on Zubats.
The bats in the zoo.
But other things, I'll just trade her out.
Yeah, those levels will come quick.
Yeah.
I'll wait till she barks again.
Yeah, and then it's just a case of like shutting doors now.
But they were really good at the walk today. You know, there's a little walking path on the other side of our development here, and I could get them going at a good pace, a good clip.
Good clip.
They're running dogs. And I'm not a running human, and that doesn't work with me. But I do my best.
You just that's all you can do. Another Geodude. Means we have to switch back to Munchies. Hi, girl.
You go up there and hang out with your football.
She being skitty.
Not bullshit. Don't be
Skitty in general.
trying to keep the skitching, whatever. Trying to keep this anxiety down here. Ugh.
But she's nothing but anxiety.
I can't even plan my game for them. I had all the time to work on the game.
You really did.
I mean, it's mostly planned. I have my mobs and I have my map. I just don't have exactly where the magic items are for where everything is. I have like, so they're storming a giant's wrecked ship. The giants are all dead, but the pirates have cordoned off, quote unquote, cordoned off the ship for the safety of the town, except that they're obviously going to go in early and take all the good stuff.
Well, yeah.
But my party is also sneaky, and they're going to go in early and take all the good stuff. So it's going to be a race. It's going to be like they're all going to be going in and everything and fighting each other for loot. And there's at least one or two items that can help them progress the story. Along with, you know, there's a cloak of displacement. There's a blood vial. I forget what it's called, but it's like a sorcerer's.
Yeah, it's a blood vial.
Yeah. It's for, you know, and there's a couple other things, but there's nautical charts and there's a spyglass, and those items, if they can procure them, will help them find the ship at sea that they need to find, because they need to go out to sea and find the ship that's around one of the bays that has the, like, one of the final fights coming up. Also, they're in the exact same town where their former party member is being sold to one of the bad guys.
Yeah, and just to preface the fact that, like, you know, this is just a character that a player had just wanted to trade out of and had agreed to this storyline.
Yeah, so I mean, they call it a prisoner exchange. It's not really sold, but it's like the main character was taken prisoner by the giants because the giants needed to have somebody prisoner. And this person was a bad guy long ago and wants to get revenge, so they had a prisoner exchange. So now the former main character is prisoner of the new bad guy. And then that'll come up. Probably I'll try to get that as like a level, I don't know, like a late level adventure, because they're at 14 right now. And so it's like they're getting to like kind of the culmination of these characters. And I don't know exactly what it's going to be. I don't want it to be like, I want them to finish the giant stuff so they can get on to like the last big thing.
Because how high are you going to take this group?
I'm probably going to stop at 20. You know, once they reach 20, I'll be like, okay, somebody else run this game.
Tag, I'm out.
Well, I've been running it since 2020. This was this D&D game was a invention of the pandemic. So it's been going 5 years on now, and it's been pretty much every Friday. Every Friday, East Coast time, United States, that is. Been Saturday morning here in Australia.
Mm-hmm. And though it was started when you were living stateside.
Yes, it's been a long and interesting journey. Like, people have joined a group, people have left. You know, so... But no, it's good fun. They've been going all around the Sword Coast, Forgotten Realms, all this. Rat-a-tat. Oh, this is dope. This is Slowpoke food.
No.
No?
No, we can try, but like,
I don't want.
We've got tackle. Like, it's all we've got.
I don't want to influence you. I'll apologize. Let's see how tackle is. Oh yeah, you're right. It's gonna take forever.
Yeah, like, it's not bad, and technically I could add a yawn, but like, I'm gonna just miss, what, 1 hit? Because now I can only do 1 more fight before I gotta take it out and get it healed. Learn a water move. Learn water gun. Learn water gun.
No.
No.
We will get the big book of British Smiles. No, the big Pokemon book. I'm on a Simpsons kick. I should.
You are on a Simpsons kick at the moment.
The big book of British Smiles.
Trying to scare small children.
Alright. Pokemon, Kabutops, Aerodactyl, Pinsir, Porygon, Flareon, all kinds of stuff. I'll get there. I just don't want to flip through your book. If I go too quick, I'll go rip a page. And then
you die.
Yeah, this is not on, this is on, it's decent quality paper, but it's not like super high quality.
Well, that, and it is like a good 10 years old.
15.
Getting too old is what I'm hearing.
We're all about the fall part, including the game you're playing.
No!
Oh,
That was such an Australian no as well.
no. The next move you could expect your Slowpoke to learn is 11.
Which is...
Pew pew! Water gun.
Okay. I'm just like, lasers? It gets lasers?
It does get Confusion at 15, but Confusion is less exciting.
No, Confusion, it's very exciting. Confusion's a great thing.
But then it gets Zen Headbutt at 34. I'm just looking at its psychic moves. But 34... Oh, it evolves to Slowpoke at 37. Ways to obtain the Slowpoke well. It's literally the only place in the game it shows up.
Yeah.
But it's, it's also just,
Which is why I'm like, I really want it.
You can only get Slow King through trade, but I want to see its stats. 298.
Yeah, he wears a crown.
Slow King. And looks very regal.
It does look very regal. It's just not something we're ever gonna have. Because yeah, if I can get Alice to 11 to get that water gun, suddenly Alice is definitely holding her own, and that's going to make this so much quicker. Because at the moment I'm switching between Rocky and Munchies depending upon what Pokemon show up.
There's also a really cool Pokemon called Misdreavus.
Yes.
Very cute.
I like Mischievous. Very lovely looking. Oh, what are you doing? Baby, you would chill. Why are you suddenly not chill? But yeah, no, Alice, it looks like it's taking on XP really nicely, which is what I'm looking for.
Yeah, this will be a quick grind for the most part, because you also have all your Pokemon basically around the doorstep of 17, so you'll get the gym tonight.
I'm hoping so. It might be the last thing we do.
Might be.
And then there'll need to be maybe another small, quick grinding session before I go and do the rival.
Yeah. So tomorrow. Oh, that's a good point. I don't know what I'm doing.
Point?
Well, no, I had an argument with myself, and I made a good point. No, because I'm trying to think of when I want to start my stream of Final Fantasy VI.
Yes.
And I'm like, when are appropriate times? Well, tomorrow morning, busy. And then you're doing things with your local group. You have friends over. But while you're having friends over, I could play, because you're not using internet at all.
No.
And then that night I could play Zelda, because we're playing Zelda tomorrow night.
Yeah.
And then Sunday, do we have we don't have D&D on Sunday, do we? It's 4th of July in stateside.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I had to put up a poll.
Okay.
Like, because the oldest poll had the 4th of July on it, and naturally no one was free. Outside of Caleb, I think.
Caleb is a hero and has his priorities in order.
And so it was like we said last session, like I'll put up a new poll for our next time. Just looking around at the dogs.
If Lucy barks again, I will chase her down.
No. It was more of like, where are they? It was not an accusatory of like, why aren't you getting her?
Lucy, we have done this multiple evenings in a row. You know the deal.
Well, I think she's upset because, like, you know, the blankets that are normally up here are not up here right now.
Would it be helpful if I got my really nice blanket that's in my bedroom right now? I put it there so they could lay down in my room.
Hold on. Okay, never mind.
What was he gonna say?
No, I said hold on because she was looking to jump up.
Oh, maybe. I thought Lion was press A to pay respect.
No, it was a please stop moving, but you kept moving, so it didn't matter.
Be the first one that
Not here. Well, like she's already got this here,
okay, what I'll do
and
is,
so yeah, that it's about having options for her.
well, I'm gonna put it over here. Put this right there.
You all the way over.
Alright.
There you go. Good girl.
Ba-da-ba-bam.
It's growing up so fast. Alright, well, we've come up several levels since we last played this game, as in dealing with Zubats, so let's give it a go and see if there's like a big difference.
Oh, no.
Aha, I cannot be confused because I'm always confused. Well, that's better than the damage I was doing when I first used Alyssa on these.
The wild Zubat is asleep.
Baby.
I'm going to also preemptively close the other door.
And you can close my study if you like.
Yeah, I'll make sure I think this is Prestige.
Seven Zubat. Spoiled. But not something that we will fight. That's what we're Brocky for. We throw a rock, it died. Isn't that right, baby girl? So you are currently waiting on the 5th Dungeon Crawler book? Has your book made it to the library yet?
No. I checked today because I was driving all around. I'm like, maybe the book's there. Nope. No, Dungeon Crawler Carl Book 5, The Butcher's Masquerade. The series gets crazier and crazier. They keep poking at everything. It's really fun to see the author write. He does a couple things that you can tell it's like each book interrogates an idea, then plays it out.
Mm-hmm.
And he does a really good job at that. And he makes sure not to forget the previous books too. So it's like, okay, book 1 is basically these 3 or 4 things. That book 4, by the time you get to book 5, it's like 6 or 7 or 8 ideas going on.
Yeah.
And it's good.
No, because I picked up a book on the way home because one of my books had come into the library. I've got like 5 on hold that I'm waiting for.
Ooh, what do you? Well, because you read books like People Drink Water.
Pretty much.
Uh,
In fact, I should probably drink as much as I read.
What'd you get today?
So I got Outlander, which was part of a Goodreads challenge. I'm not a big romance reader. But at the same time, it was like, well, you know, I've been told that this is like a good story. To the point where like it got a TV show made and stuff. And so I'm just like, you know what, I'll give it a go. Worst case scenario, it becomes like the Twilight books. I didn't mind the first one. It had an interesting premise. Then they got crazy. But I read all of them. So I have a very informed opinion about it. Rather than it just being something I heard about and went, nah, sounds crap. She being nuts, aren't you, girl?
You being crazy, girl?
You being crazy?
Come up here. Trying to entice an old dog to do a little hop.
And she's just like, no. Did we come up here?
Yay!
Hi, baby. We just absolutely critical hit a Geodude. Yeah, we did.
Dude.
You gonna lie down? How about if I put my legs up properly? No, you can't go over there because then Leia will snap at you. Lay down. That's it, lay down. I've uncrossed my legs. I know I shouldn't have had them crossed in the first place. It upsets you.
I have provided a blanket. It is close to you if you think the girl wants it. It's probably not necessary, but...
Probably not, because it then removes the idea of a blanket somewhere else.
Yeah.
Considering I think you brought her other mini one to bed last night.
Yeah, it was pretty funny.
But I can move that off of my lap, so that way then I can open up the blanket that's on me to on her like
Nice.
that. But no, and I'm currently reading an Albanian book.
An Albanian book? Is it in an original Albanian?
No, God, no. Like, I struggle to read English, despite being an avid reader. Because I sometimes have just too many dyslexic moments to function. No, it's World War II, but from the perspective of a child. And of course, Albania was not a big, like, contender in the war, I suppose is the best way to put it. But they are definitely a group of people that suffered a lot because of the war. Like frequent bombings, the city being taken up by occupation, like from 4 different ways, so many different times, including like take backsies and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And it's very clear that the Albanians at the time were very anti-Italian. But also it was like that modern concept still of like, you know, witchcraft, like, you know, and not actually having true witchcraft, but it's like, you know, well, you know, standard ass magic, like, you know, if the well doesn't sing to you, you gotta empty the well and like clean it because there's black magic down there now. Like little folktale superstition stuff that they call witchcraft in the book.
I see. But to be clear, this is about the real world World War II in Albania from the eyes of a child.
Yes, so it's historical fiction specifically.
Okay, historical.
So it's not a historical account. It's historical fiction.
I see. I get it. Okay.
So just looking at the fact that, like, you know, kids like, oh my god, planes are cool, and then bombings happen, and then they're like sad because like, but planes are cool. But bombs are not cool, especially when they're on us. Oh, an echo in my ears for some reason. And so just like little things like that. and having the adults talk around them, which clues you into like what parts of the war are currently going on. It's very well written. But it's a part of my challenge that I'm doing this year, which is to read, I think it's either 15 or 20 different countries worth of like authors.
So,
Yeah, just in terms of like having diversity.
So one of the things that I've watched at this point, not recently, it's been over 2 years since I've seen it, but ooh, shiny.
It's our shiny.
Shiny! I'm going to tell the story, then I'll go get the girl. Fallout Season 1 on whatever, Netflix or whatever it's on. I don't know. They open up, so Fallout's the post-nuclear role-playing game. So they open up on this, it's like a 50s-esque modern US. Let's call it like that. So it's a modern times, but they kept the 50s aesthetic. And they're sitting there as a girl at a party, and it's like it's a birthday party for this girl, but all the adults cannot do anything but watch the TV because the TV is reporting on the war. And they're like, is it going to be today? Is it going to be, And apparently at some point, the girl whose birthday party was told, like, hold up your thumb. If your thumb can cover the explosion, you're far enough away. And then if it doesn't, you can't. And all the adults are preoccupied. They're so preoccupied watching the TV. The girl's just sitting there with her thumb out to the distance where, like, there's way too many bombs going off. And it's just it's a good oh shit moment to introduce this series. I can considering it's like literally one of the first things that happens. It's not a spoiler.
No.
It's just a well done way to introduce, but it's also that ignoring the kids and ignoring the obvious and talking around and things. Obviously.
Hi, girl. We were upset. Why are we upset? What is wrong? What do you need?
I saw the ghosts. There are ghosts.
There are ghosts.
Those are ghastlies, and they're fine. You can leave them be.
You better not be seeing any ghosts. Ghosts not welcome here. It's okay.
I'll see if she wants to go outside.
Yeah, I think maybe she need it.
Girl.
Because I think the last time she proper went out was like during your walk.
Yeah.
Ooh, one more level and then we get water gun. Yes. Do it, Alice. Do it. Because then we can destroy all the rock Pokemon. Maybe. Alright, let's see how we go here. Wow, yeah. Alice is finally ready to start kicking butt. And that's without the water gun. She handled her business. Well, yeah, she's not dumb. Well, she is, but still, that's besides the point. Level 10 Alice. One more level, we get water gun.
Then start shooting. Anyway, I started blasting.
Pretty much. It's probably Wolf's last fight. Because Wolf got hurt. Hey, baby.
Oh, shiny.
Shiny. Alright. You gotta move over. Come on.
Leia.
You better
Leia. Get over here.
go all the way over. No, not on my arm. Just completely collapses on my arm.
Silly girl. Let's see what else we got here. Aron. Larian. Aggron. You can tell its age by the lakes of its iron horns. It claims an entire mountain as its territory. It's crazy.
An entire mountain.
An entire mountain. The SoulSilver entry is, you can tell its age by the length of its iron horns. It claims it. It's the same one between. I'm so sad. So sad about this girl.
She's just the saddest at the moment.
I'm going to give her one more chance. Then I will go and I don't know what I'll do. Obviously nothing serious because, oh, there you go.
Hello, girl. Are you going to lay down and be a good girl? No, you just came for a flyby, like Snoop.
When's the last time either of them had treats?
Well, I was about to say before she like came up, like maybe it's time for one.
Yeah.
Well, like, and today was like bitter cold outside. So I'm just wondering if she also potentially needs painkillers, but that will have to wait until I'm up.
Please, girl. We'll take this.
Pets in chat.
Pets.
Yeah, Alice can take a level 4 out. That's fine. Then we'll probably just go and like heal up because then we're a bit hurt.
Watch you, girl. Oh, just jump up there.
Hi, baby.
I have a second. I just want to make sure because if I give this to her, she might get stuck in the pee-pees.
Alright, we were heading out to go and heal some.
You got it. Lucy!
There we go.
Listen.
Who's this?
No.
Then I'm gonna watch for the naughty girl. I hear that pitter patter.
Well, she should be fine because you're guarding the.
Oh, that doesn't necessarily stop her. She is very, very treat obsessed.
Right, well, there's no more treats for. I should close the treat cupboard. No, that is. Okay. Should. Leia.
Nonsense and crimes!
Leia,
It's like, but I want to see if there's any leftover treat.
no. Not how treats work.
Oh,
No.
Oh, you never know.
Not how treats work.
See, she was just like right up in business. You all the way over back here.
Leia. Treats. Come on home.
Alright, you need to lay down. You were talking. Good job. Yeah, there's no treats here. That is just my lap. Which has now been thoroughly licked because there was treats in my lap.
You're being bad.
No,
This dog right here is being bad. This is Land. She's being bad. She's on camera. We got you on camera. Red pawed.
bit like someone else was caught red-pawed today.
I don't know if I want to relay that story.
It's still funny. Like, it's better than the other story that you have of another time when
Well,
there was some
shenanigans.
issues.
Yeah, no, it was pretty tame, all things considered. But it could have been worse.
It could have been, but I just find it funny considering the last thing you described where something not wonderful would happen to you. Describe the people that had done it as gentlemen when you told the story. And I'm like, actually, I'm thinking about it. This new story, like, he could probably be described as a gentleman because he was at least polite about it.
The particular person in question decided.
It was in chat.
Yeah, viewers.
There we go. And go quick attack.
What are you doing, girl? What are you doing?
Crime!
There. Why? I don't understand the drive for that stuff. Like, I'm all for watching friend streams and all that kind of thing. But AI viewers just seems annoying.
And that's to say politely.
I'd give this dog a hug.
Well, it's probably like a sign-up service. And it's like, and then it makes your chat look like there's an abundance of people and things.
There is value in like looking like there, because there's it's just like anything. You know, there's a certain gravity to it. Like, oh man, this person has 50 viewers. There has to be something going on.
Yeah.
You know, and most of the time there is. But understand that viewers are also very transient. Like, people come in for 10 minutes and watch it for a little bit. You know, just, you know, maybe they're preparing dinner or doing a chore, and that's all they need. That's fine. Like, to have viewers, like to have a steady following that watches you for 3 hours a day, it's insane. Totally crazy.
Yep.
So
I think that's where the like, you know, the 24-hour, the 3-day stream and like those crazy events that happen, I think in a way they're almost more freeing, because it's like that there is no expectation that someone is there from start to finish.
yeah, just pop in.
Because there's no way you can be there from start to finish. I was actually watching a 24-hour stream, and it's actually something I'm in the middle of watching. Sam Riegel from Critical Role, he had throat cancer. And of course, like, you know, he's a massive performer. Like, just in general, he's the singing talent of the group. The others can all sing and everything, don't get me wrong. They are a triple threat no matter what they're doing. But, like, that's half his personality. In terms of, like, you know, how he expresses himself. And so to have essentially a cancerous spot in, like, something that he's so prideful of.
Yeah, in a sense of very.
But, you know, he overcame it. Like, everything is good, he is healthy, but he was very ill for a while. And they hid it until it was in remission. Naturally, because they want to make sure he has his privacy. I completely respect this. But to now give back to, like, the community that helped him, not necessarily the critters, because again, they kept them in the dark, but to give back to the different foundations that helped him.
Is this the first wild onyx we've seen?
No, this is like maybe the 20th I've killed.
Poor onyxes. They still look stupid. She looked back at you like, I am so sad.
I know. She's just out of frame as well, so no one else can see the sad look she's giving me.
Well, she has everything she could want now, right? She had treats, she had outside, she had run around, she had Bork. Just, you know, she had a walk today. She had, you know, I waited on her hand and foot when she barked multiple times this morning.
Yeah.
Because I was off work today. So I was like, I come by and I help.
Anyway, so the 24-hour stream was like he was up for 24 hours and then he ran a 3-hour one-shot. With the Darrington Brigade, which is something that when we watch the next season of Legends of Vox Machina, we will be introduced to Tyrion Darrington, which is exciting. I do like him as a character. No, I didn't want to run. I wanted to go up and I clicked the wrong button. It's not going up.
Oh no.
You have to go across and go up. You're good, you're fine. You're right here, you're just like not against.
We're still close to level 11 too.
I know, because then we get the thing.
Oh no, we need a berry!
And it weakened the attack power. But yeah, so he had like, every hour was a different like slot in the program that he was up for, like he didn't sleep at all. And he was selling all the different shirts, because surely you know of the Sam shirts.
I'm familiar. He wears comical shirts during streams.
Yes. He also wears like normal ass stream shirts and stuff. Let's get rid of Grab. The other one's. You okay?
I don't think that back fan is on. Like, it's not spinning. It's okay. It's probably been like that for a while. I just noticed it. Water gun!
Water gun.
Thank goodness.
But yeah, so all the different shirts he's won throughout the show were being auctioned off using eBay Live because they were sponsoring it, obviously. And so from there, like, he had oysters with Marisha at midnight for a midnight snack, where someone came in and like taught them how to shuck them.
Oh, right.
Excellent. What else happened? I don't know if you've heard of the TV show The Pit.
I heard about it. It's apparently really good.
I've seen a few episodes. It is really good. When I go and see my friend Kylie this holidays, I need to message her. We'll be watching more of The Pit, because that's what we were watching together.
Nice.
There was also, he had 3 different hours and they were like spaced out. So like 1 hour near the start, 1 in the middle and 1 near the end of him building this one shot and getting chat to help him. What else did they do? They had a game of one of the Jackbox games with the Critical Role cast, or some of them anyway.
Oh no, this Geodude.
Yeah, this Geodude could get thrashed.
Geodude.
Liam came in and they did yoga.
No.
And they had another friend who is in the current season of Critical Role. Came in and like taught him burlesque. What else was there? He had they've got a 1 hour video that you can watch / listen to. It's called The Long Rest. And essentially it's Sam and Liam reading out 2 stories. And so it's just essentially like Critical Role based children's stories that would be in the setting of Critical Role, which was really cool. So naturally, Liam's one with his Caleb character was very German based. Very German folktale, which means it's very dark.
And the witch ate all the little children because they did not come back home.
Well, because he partially grew up in Germany. Like, he is fluent in German. That is why he plays Caleb the way he does. It's probably a little more strictly formal than a casual speaker, because obviously, you know, I think he was on a military base. Like, I think he was a military brat moving around with his dad.
That would make sense.
It was something like that, but yeah, part of his life was spent there, which was really cool. What else was there? Going through like my little brain case. Critical Role helped produce a game called Dispatch. So it's kind of between one of those story games where you're just clicking through options and an actual interactive game. But essentially you're a hero that can't hero anymore because you didn't have any powers, but he had a mech suit that his dad built him, but the mech suit's ruined. But he still thinks like a hero, still acts like a hero, he just doesn't have the ability to go out and fight crime anymore.
Okay.
And so there's an organization that essentially dispatches heroes. And they have like teams, and they have like essentially someone who's on the other end directing them, like, you're going to go and do this one. I'm going to advise you on your situation. Anthony.
What you wanted?
Sup? This is Anthony. How are ya? Lately up and running across wild spearers quite often. They're easily taken care of. Alright then, be good.
Click. I like how they don't even give you a chance to respond. It'd be nice if it'd be like ABC. Oh, that's cool. Shut up, Anthony. Like, just like a one. Like, you could, like, I don't know. It's a kid game. I got
It's a kid's game. But yeah, and it's quite cool because you can then select, oh, these heroes are going to go take care of that because that's best suited to their abilities. But then they're on a cooldown, so you can't use them for other things. But he's put in charge of, essentially, they've got a Phoenix program, which is ex-villains being put into essentially rehabilitation, and they're trying the hero thing, but they're not always very good at it. Just because, yeah, they've got some bad habits still. So he's been given like the Z tier team, and he needs to bring them up. But yeah, so and they all voice different characters in the game. Like, it's really good. It's won awards.
So the board game is called Dispatch.
No, it's a game.
Oh, it's a game.
It's a game. You can get on Steam and stuff.
Dispatch, huh?
Dispatch.
I'm going to look that one up, actually.
It looks really interesting, but at the same time, I'm just not a storyboard style gamer.
I do like a management style game. So it sounds like there's a management style.
There's a management area to it, but like, you're mostly clicking through social interactions. You know what I mean?
Episodic adventure game. So yeah, it's very I don't know. What's the like? It's whatever. It's a one of those novel type games.
Yeah.
I'm not into those.
But it's still got this cool part where you can actually just start like, right, they're gonna go there and they're gonna. So it has a hacking system, because sometimes to help the heroes you have to hack into security so you can see what's going on.
Sure. It would absolutely be fun to be, because oftentimes in superhero groups there's like Batman has Oracle,
yes,
which is
does.
And Punisher usually has we'll have a guy like named Micro or something, which will be his tech guy. And there's a lot of superhero groups that rely on like the assist, and it would be fun to play in that role and to do that. Like, okay, we need to, and I like the idea of superhero dispatch.
Yes. I just wish it was more of a game than a novel. But like, I watched them play an hour of it, and it was really good animation. Like, because it's obviously anime cartoon style, like, graphics. And they looked really good, like, everything just looked so well done, which is just why I'm, like, sad that I don't like that style game.
Oh, no. What dog? She's gonna go... Oh, come over here. I'm gonna try to come up here.
Well, the blanket's not an option.
The blanket's always an option.
But she doesn't know that.
I mean, she doesn't know even if I like it.
True. Ashley came on, and what were they doing? I think they were just shooting the breeze. Oh no, she was drawing. She was like doing portraits of Sam. Because like, going through high school and stuff, one of the styles of portrait you can learn to do is the one where you don't look at the paper. You're just looking and like hand-eye coordination. So it's not meant to be a perfect portrait. It's meant to have bits everywhere. It's expressionistic. That's something that I learned at art school as well. Like, that's one of the first exercises they teach you. Because half the time, otherwise, just by default, you start like filling in the blanks yourself rather than looking at what you're meant to be like looking and drawing.
Oh, she's doing the dig.
And so yeah, they often will get like starting artists to do that just to make sure that they're actually looking at what their subject matter is. His sister came on. I think she's a director. She's a director of something really cool as well. I think. But she's worked with like Quentin Tarantino and stuff. No, she's fine. She's just tilting her head.
What a good girl.
But they were talking about their experiences in working for him. Oh, baby, don't start. You're fine. And then they called their mom, so that way they could like chat about like, you know, some of the things they did growing up. What else was there? But yeah, so far every hour has been really interesting and a different vibe. What's the name of that woman? She came in and DM'd some of their like shorter series. Abria.
Ah, Abria.
Abria came in and they were doing like what are they called? Ships. Like, you know, the shipping between characters. They were having a shipping contest to figure out like which one was the best ship in all of Critical Role. But they just had some like arbitrary things for like, oh, for this round we're going to be comparing like, you know, fighting. This round we're going to be comparing, you know, who's the freakiest in bed. Like, just like arbitrary little things that they rolled the dice for, which was funny. Oh, baby. Just lay down and be cool. You sleep. We're right here. It's okay, sweetie. But yeah, like, so far, like, every hour has been interesting. When they had the pit on, they played Operation. Which was, like, a cute little gimmick.
Oh, yes. Yeah. Yes. It would be a cute gimmick.
Well, especially as, like, they all had actually received about, they did some intensive courses on actual medical care. So that way, and that's why The Pit is considered to be one of the most realistic medical dramas.
I have to ask a friend. I have a friend who has who's a nurse, and I should just reach out to be like, because they're also an avid TV watcher.
Yeah.
So it would be ideal because they, you know, they're the kind of person that when they have expertise in something, they're just eager to tell everybody about it. You know, and it's fine. You're an expert. You know, it gets a little old after a while, but you know. Proud, you know, be proud of it.
Good. Yeah, I watched Dr. Mike on YouTube, and he has one of his series that he does is he rates medical dramas for accuracy, and he's rated them pretty highly. I think the only thing he gets mad at, Lucy, you're fine, you're right there, is the fact that they don't close the curtains to give privacy enough. But that's obviously because they're working with like cameras and stuff, and that becomes really difficult.
I tried to put blankets underneath her neck to give her support, but I don't think that's what she needs. I think she's just in a sucky, like not having a good time. It's really bitter today. Like the wind really went through me today. To the point where like, I was waiting for a class because my year 12s are chronically late. And in the end, I got to the point where as soon as I saw one of them, I'm like, cool, I'm not waiting outside anymore. In. It's freezing out here today. And it just might have been where I was really like had a lot of chill factor because we're on top of the hill. Compared to like down here on the plains. Mm-hmm.
Come on, she's gone. Oh, baby. I feel like at this rate for Munchies, we're not going to reach level 17 because we're just going to run out of moves. Because he's going through it and not really getting hurt. Or she? He. Can't remember.
You'll find out in a second.
We'll find out in a second. If I ever find another Pokemon. You've been a good girl. But yeah, he got enough punches at a heat. Oh, come on. It's one bit off the next level. What else has been going on? Oh, Lucy, it's okay.
I'm getting back into Warhammer 40k, but it's a slow process. Got to paint a lot of models and everything. But I find that painting is its own reward. If I could focus on that, I'd be much happier at the hobby. need to focus less on the game because, frankly, the game is not fun. Oh, I shouldn't say it like that. I don't have fun at the game is probably more accurate. That's because I don't know how to play. Hyperfang! Screw what I was saying. Hyperfang.
Quick attack's good. Pursuit's very particular. I'm gonna get rid of Pursuit. Especially as like Hyperfang, I don't think has like a lot of like moves.
I can't wait to see Hyperfang in action. And also now you definitely can get the whole 17, right?
Well, we'll see. It might have less moves than Pursuit. Lucy.
I'll move.
Yeah, it has a little less than Pursuit.
Okay, we've gotten this far.
Come here. If it was just...
That dog is so insane.
Yes, the dog is insane.
The dog has cried for a good minute and is given a free and clear path to you. It is like, I walk by.
Well, never mind, she could have jumped down at any point before that, but no, had to go down that way. And I've just realised we've left out an important member of the family. Like, I was waiting all week for this, and I completely forgot.
I would
Thank you, I appreciate you not hurting me. Because I got this for my birthday.
You did.
And I was going to have it with me the whole stream, and I immediately forgot.
It was there, right over there. Right? Just
Hyperfang!
Hyperfang! Somehow less impressive than the previous gen. Like,
Yeah.
Funny enough, LeafGreen was more intense somehow. Like, I still like the animation, but I liked it better in the previous gen.
Hi, baby. You gonna like
Just
that?
one of the earliest hype moves.
Such a hybrid.
I mean, well, first of all, the name's Hyper. No, but, I mean,
There you go, baby.
oh, a good puppy.
And then I'm gonna put my leg next to you so that way if you wanna like put your chin up on my leg you can. Hyperfang!
I do like the comic book explosion happening behind the Hyperfang. It's quite entertaining.
There you go, baby.
Geodude turned into more rock. More rock than rock.
More rock than brain. Alright.
Geodude buy NFT. Geodude be rich.
Be rich.
Geodude buy SpaceX.
Oh, I was marking stuff today. So my year 7s are doing like PowerPoint animations. And not the one where you change a little bit every slide. The ones where you can actually tell it to do like entry, exit, motion pathways, like emphasis and all that sort of stuff. And it was very much so a teacher-led exercise because it's through explicit teaching. And so the first one, I told them exactly what I wanted to do. And I got them to copy me. Then the second slide, I gave them 2 things I wanted to be very exact. And then the rest, they just had to use the other animation styles and give everything an animation.
Okay, sure.
Didn't really matter how it looked. Then the third one, they had to make up their own question and then get it to look like it fits in with the rest of the slides. So they're like learning about context and things.
Yeah. So you learn to use PowerPoint, do something fun.
Yeah.
Have animations go. So
And none of this is marked because it's working towards teaching them how to do it so that way they can do an assessment that's all them, nothing from me. So it's just all formative work, but I got them to hand it up as like a check-in. My school's very big at check-ins at the moment.
yes.
To hopefully prevent like handing out so many eyes as in I have no evidence. And so one kid, their question was, who owns NASA?
Who owns NASA?
And
Famously, the U.S. government space program.
yeah, and I bet you anything that you can guess who they put down.
Jeff Bezos.
No,
Bill Gates.
no,
Was it Elon Musk?
yeah. And so I put in there like animations and everything are great. Please fact check your information. He will probably claim to own it, but he does not. If it had put like who supports NASA, you could put Elon Musk because he is very much so a big supporter.
Well, I mean, I would imagine. I mean, I'm not gonna, whatever. I'm not gonna stew over it. It's a kid who's just exploring things and going through PowerPoint.
Yeah,
and
well,
if you
it was probably just some assumed knowledge of like he just assumed because like SpaceX and NASA are the same thing, aren't they?
I mean, first off, we're in Australia, so I don't expect an Australian high schooler to have an innate knowledge of the U.S. government.
Especially as, don't forget, these are 12 and 13-year-olds.
Exactly. So, yeah, you just look at who's in the news the most, and it makes total sense. You threw a rock at the rock?
Well, no, I smashed the rock. It's a rock smash.
You smashed that Geodude with more Geodude. There's just... all the rocks are made of destroyed Geodudes you've eaten.
And?
No. Terrifying. This game is horrific. Also, 17 HP? You're dancing...
I know, it literally just got down to 17 HP. It's not like I went into the battle like that.
You're dancing with the devil. You're a loose cannon.
Every time you make a comment, I might just do one extra battle with that one. Because you don't even give me a chance to switch out before you start critiquing.
I just...
Yeah, because it, like, just happened.
Well, I got scared. I got scared for our friend. Oh, now you're going to have Geodudes fight Geodudes.
Well, yeah.
This one put all his money... Where did he put all his money? What's a bad investment?
Bad investment? Oh, no, I've got to be careful what I say, because it might come out political. Not intending to be political, it was meant to be personal jabs.
Yeah. Geodude, what am I trying to think? Geodude scalps Pokemon playing cards. That's what Geodude does.
And then cracks the absolute shits when, like, the retailer is, like, slashing open, like, the plastic wrapping. Because that's what they've started doing now, because of scalpers.
There was a video I saw where a person went into a U.S. Target, and you know how they have the metal shelving? They lifted up like the bottom metal shelving, and the people who owned, like the workers in the store, hid packs like throughout the store to keep them away from scalpers, but also to hold them for their friend. So, Pokemon cards have gotten ridiculous.
They really have. Like, some of my Year 12s were trying to tell me that they had a super rare Charizard and stuff, and I'm like, well, then you should get it graded. You can't really sell it ungraded. Like, no one will buy it ungraded because then they're taking a risk. They're like, oh, I can just buy the case and, like, print the tag, and I'm like, except that stuff can be tracked, my dude. Like,
yeah, PSA grading and the other grading institutions, they'll issue it a serial number.
Yeah. So, like, all they have to do is call and find out, it's a dodgy serial number, and then you're cooked.
Yeah, then
Magnitude!
Forget a move. Which move should be forgotten?
Rock Polish. And Magnitude's going to stay down there, because Magnitude is like a 50-50 move. Sometimes it does epic damage, and sometimes it does itty-bitty damage. I don't know what it was, but Katniss was just so quick to level compared to everyone else. Maybe it's just the power of the starter. 9!
That Pokemon's so dead.
So dead. You're not worth a Magnitude. You're worth a Rock Thrower. So we've got D&D for you tomorrow, D&D for me tomorrow.
That, and then Zelda in the evening.
Mm-hmm.
That's really it. I mean, there'll be some chores done. I'll go around and probably clean the yard, put away the laundry, fold it and things. Magnitude 6 will ruin this thing.
We'll see.
It's super effective level 6. It's going down.
Well, you know, we've got to find out what is the what's the range of my magnitude.
Are you Professor Oak now? You're doing Pokemon science?
I've always been doing Pokemon science.
Pokemon science. Pokemon.
The only thing is, I'm actually out there in the field.
You're a field scientist.
Hell yeah, I am. Got my buddy. Get done.
Nice.
We go squish.
No squeeze. Now you're confused. It's over. Rocky's done.
Rocky has been knocked out one too many times. Thing obviously hit the meat enough.
Rocky put all his money into slot machines, and he's just feeling really bad about it.
Now, if he'd invested in the slot machine company, different story. That's called doing it right.
That's you know, whenever there's a gold rush, somebody's getting rich selling shovels.
Yep.
That's all it is. We have a person saying, "Hello, it's Eindhoven's Triangle, back from Lazarus's pits." Hi, Eindhoven. Nice to see you. Great emojis in the chat. Love it.
How are you doing?
We have been good. We've been, like, the last 2 weeks have been crazy.
Yeah.
But we're going into a chill time where we'll have more time to stream. Matter of fact, Eindhoven, we have set up these streams now where Shell and I can do individual streams on this channel. And Eindhoven, he's doing dandy.
Excellent.
So Shell has been doing Minecraft streams just whenever she wants. I think I'm going to start playing Final Fantasy VI. I've been saying that a couple of times. I particularly like doing retro achievements.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to try to get all those achievements and everything. Because, again, playing through the game on the level I've played through it, like it's an RPG, it doesn't change much. Good game, great story, epic story. But like it doesn't have the replay value for me. But with retro achievements, at least I can tick those boxes. Sure, it'll be fun.
It's always funny how there's one RPG that will have that for you, even though not much changes. Like Final Fantasy VII has a lot of replay value for you.
Yeah, Final Fantasy VI and even Chrono Trigger. I played through Chrono Trigger maybe twice in my life, even though Chrono Trigger is huge. Really great game. As a matter of fact, probably the best of that stock RPG. Like, and that's just, it's the top. And that may be something I save for our shared streams where I'll just play through it because, again, I'm just really high on that game. But yeah, I don't know. Some RPGs, Final Fantasy VI is pretty much like the replay value comes in using different characters, but the story is the story, and it's pretty set in stone.
Mm. Whereas, like, I hate it when they don't let me have all my party out because I'm just like, no, like, I don't want to miss things. Why would you do this to me?
Is somebody talking about their Baldur's Gate 3 playthrough?
No, I was actually going to say that's what I really like about Final Fantasy 15. Is like I don't have to make those choices.
Yeah, the older Final Fantasies were really particular about having people in your party for certain scenes. You're absolutely right. Kick the camera again. I kick this camera way too much.
And Final Fantasy X was actually quite good because like your whole party was still traveling with you even if they weren't out in combat, so you still got all of the scenes you were meant to get.
Magnitude 7, that poor Geodude had a family.
The key word in there, had a family.
My God. So close levels. So
close. And then we just got one more level for the Geodude, and I think Magnitude is coming in clutch for helping me level this one quickly.
Yeah, choice, Eindhoven is quite correct. Choices are at the root of RPGs, but the problem with a RPG on rails is that, you know, I've made all the choices in Final Fantasy VI. So playing through it again, I'm just like, yes, and I've triggered this little hidden cutscene, and I've done this, I've done that. For a computerized RPG, it's very much the mechanics have to bring you back because the story can't. Unless there are certain games that will have like the bad ending storyline and the good ending storyline and the hidden storyline. You know, Chrono Trigger is a famous one for that with its new game plus. There's like 20 endings.
God.
Yeah, it's like just and all of the different endings are just triggered of when you beat the bad, like when you beat the big bad, but they're different endings, and it's quite the thing, especially for a game that old too. Again, Super Nintendo.
Whereas, like, I think that I would just be like, "Argh." Like I would just mentally like implode.
From what I understand, because I've never gotten all the endings, it's not that difficult because it's just at different points of the game, like you're just doing a normal playthrough, and you're like, okay, now we'll go do this, and then you could just go back to your save, continue more of the game, and then go back and do the ending again.
And ones like that I can appreciate.
Yeah, there's no missable things unless you just skip that particular ending.
But no, the idea of missable things upsets me greatly.
Yes. Yeah. Missable things in video. Whoa, my God, magnitude 10! Demonics!
Never stood a chance.
So, terrifying. Also, the cave collapsed and you're all dead.
Probably. I don't have to worry about those 20-somethings in the basement.
Well, no, you just fought off Team Rocket. They're stealing Slowpoke tails, and then you cause a nationwide catastrophe. There's freaking tidal waves coming through. It's terrifying. Magnitude 10. Don't do it again! Aftershocks. Yeah! Oh, it was only a 7 after. And I'm joking. It just happened in Venezuela. It's very sad.
I was thinking about that, and I'm like, do I bring it up?
I will bring it up because I am not a cold-hearted, person. I'm out here making jokes while that's a real-world thing. But this Geodude's out of control. It needs to be stopped.
No.
You need to be stopped. Don't... Oh my God. Terrifying.
The monster you married.
I have made many mistakes about it.
Scoundrel's monster.
There are a lot of earthquakes around the world recently. I mean, think of it this way: Earth's the only place that can happen. Can't have earthquakes on any other planet.
Well, no, because they would be Marsquakes.
They would be Mars quakes, or dare I say Uranus quakes.
As it always does.
Rock throw.
But no, there's been a lot of stuff going on. It is the season for it because it's always in like the peak of winter and the peak of summer. Because of course a lot of stuff always happens around Christmas. Just is when it is.
Oh, I know. I mean, don't need to worry about it. Let's talk more about RPGs.
Where was my brain? But no, there were a lot of games I considered for my individual stream. And I consider things like Final Fantasy 15, Kingdom Hearts, like, because I have all the games. I've played all the games.
They're right up there. We have a shelf that's quite off screen that has many, many cool games sitting on the shelf.
And it, like, has so many. There is one game you actually play 3 times. They're not long, thankfully.
Yeah, what game is it?
So that one is... God, it's the prequel game. What's it called?
Prequel in what series?
Kingdom Hearts.
Oh, Kingdom Hearts prequel game. Okay.
Oh God, like it's just fled my brain.
Chain of Memory?
No, Chain of Memory is like in between 1 and 2.
Ah.
Not a prequel. It explains how you get from 1 to 2, because otherwise you just go to 2 and go like, hold on, I fell asleep.
Dream Drop Distance?
Dream Drop Distance sounds right. Yeah, I think it's Dream Drop Distance.
I don't know how the kids' Disney RPG became the story monster that it is.
No, it's not Dream Drop Distance.
Not Dream Drop Distance.
Kingdom Hearts. Aqua, Terra, Ventus game.
Birth by Sleep?
I think it's Birth by Sleep, but I was like teetering on if that was the actual like name.
Eindhoven's Shrine.
Yeah, Birth by Sleep. I was just confirming on my phone.
Yeah, no, I got the answer from Eindhoven.
I know that you got it from. I was confirming with Eindhoven. You were just the mouthpiece.
I am but the messenger.
But essentially, there's 3 main characters, and you can choose who you play through as, and so you get different parts of the story. Depending upon which one you do, and they're designed to be all 3 played in a certain order to get like the story in the best order, but without spoilers. So like as you discover things, it's really cool.
That is a well-crafted game. That's good because you get to play the game, and if you like it, you get to play multiple times. And furthermore, it's just good storytelling.
It is good storytelling, and then after you've done all 3, you unlock the after game, which is not very long. I think it's an extra hour or 2. But like, I'm pretty sure each one is about a 12-hour playthrough.
Rocky's done.
Rocky is done. Rocky Balboa.
Rocky Balboa. So level 17's our cap right now. We're going to the Bug Gym next.
Yep.
So what are we looking at? We got 2 17s. Then we have a couple that are on the sliding slope downward. Our Slowbro we actually caught wild at level 6.
It was 5 or 6.
5 or 6, and so it is the lowest level, but we'll level up quick.
Yeah, well, especially now that Alice has Water Gun, it's going to be a lot quicker. It's actually going to be Wall, who's probably now going to be the hardest just because of like the potential enemies that we have. But yeah, I love Birth by Sleep, and there is a follow-up game to that one, which is another like in-between game, so it's not very long.
Mm-hmm.
But it focuses on the aftermath of like that game.
I don't know. I actually don't know anything. The only thing I really truly know about Kingdom Hearts is that the lore is too deep.
The lore it's definitely iceberg.
Yeah, and I don't know how or why that happened, right? Because you would think that, because Squaresoft has made games aimed at a younger cohort. Like Final Fantasy Mystic Quest is an RPG game that's made simpler for a younger crowd, right? The mechanics are simpler.
Yeah.
But somehow, and Pokemon's the same way too. Pokemon's made for a younger crowd. But there's just this depth of mechanic and this depth of story. Well, maybe not story in Pokemon. Who made the decision at Square Enix or Disney to turn Kingdom Hearts into this wild-ass story?
Well, it was meant to just be a single game. It was like that was meant to end, but it became a cult classic.
Oh, yeah.
Because it was just something that was in between Final Fantasy level things.
Yeah. A mad genius.
A mad genius.
Kefka.
Because, it then captured all the right people's attention to become what it is. But
there is a group of people who will latch on to Disney lore. There are people out there, and I'm not saying this is the same group, but all the rumors about Disney, Walt Disney's head is frozen underneath Cinderella's castle, or Epcot Center is this, that, and just wild rumors and lore and secrets and mystery about real world Disney things. And then you give them Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah. So it was made with the being in between Final Fantasy and Disney. So it was meant to catch not the babies, but also kind of pull interest from the older teens who were into Final Fantasy. So it was meant to be a kind of a scale for 10 and up, which was ideal given the circumstance and the age of the main character.
We have Eindhoven asking us just a general broad question here. On the topic of Disney, what would be your favorite movie from them? This is more for Shell than me, although I have some thoughts.
So when I was growing up, my favorite was Mulan.
Good choice.
Thinking on it now, it's really hard. Like Mulan is still like a really solid hit for me. Going to about the original anyway. I've not seen the remake because in my mind I'm like, no, I have. It'd be like, why do I need?
Yeah.
Why do I need other version of the movie? Especially when I heard it wasn't great because they tried to introduce some weird things. I like what they tried to do with the casting. The casting I was 100% for. They made sure that was authentic.
Mm-hmm.
And I was really happy with that choice, but apparently they just went down an interesting tunnel.
Yeah, I've heard complaints about the live action movie.
Yeah.
But needless to say, the animated Mulan. I mean, it sounds like you're having trouble finding a better one. I mean, I know that. I think Megan, who's with your brother over there, she's a Lilo and Stitch girl, right?
Yeah, she loves Lilo and Stitch, and don't get me wrong, I love Lilo and Stitch, and I love the animated series that came out afterwards, where they had to find all because he's 626.
Oh, so
there are 661
Stitches running.
626, no, 665 other experiments that they end up having to capture. And so, it was a really cool little show because there was also, I can't remember if this one was made after Stitch, or it might be 627, was essentially all the same powers as Stitch, but he makes a heckin' sandwich. Was his little caveat. And as a result, he was just really lazy. As long as he had a sandwich, he was pretty happy. He didn't feel the need to go and fight Stitch, but he was working with Doofus Head. I can't remember his actual name because they just call him Doofus Head all the time, and eventually he's like, that really hurts my feelings. But he's working together to try and capture these experiments to sell them, because he's a disgraced captain now. And yeah, it was a really cool show. And it spiraled then into a sequel movie that was just meant to close off the series, which was also good.
So I'm going to answer this in a roundabout way.
What other way do you tend to answer things?
Very roundabout. So first off, I'll do the direct answer. Growing up, it was probably Aladdin and Aladdin Return to Jafar. I like those movies.
Did you see the third one?
King of Thieves.
Yeah.
I did not.
I liked that one. Ah, no, I went into the wrong thing.
I remember. So I do remember watching the TV show as well.
Yeah, the TV show was good.
Yeah, so, but, so Aladdin probably was, growing up, the thing I latched on to the most from Disney. And, Aladdin, I don't know, he's a thief, he's clever, there's a genie involved, played by Robin Williams, it's awesome. But okay, here comes the big roundabout circle now.
I'm just yeah.
So, I watch a YouTube channel called Defunctland. And Defunctland, if you don't watch it, is really great, but they have YouTube videos that range from 30 minutes to 4 hours. And they're deep dives on subjects, and a lot of them are Disney. And they talk about animatronics at the parks, they talk about the films, they talk about rides, they talk about World's Fairs and where everything comes from. And I'm like, where does everything come from? Because Disney is not Disney. We're sitting here talking about Disney, and it's Disney is not a company. Disney's a dude. Walt Disney
He was a dude.
He is now not a dude, and then became an animatronic dude. But the point of all that is I wanted to, because famously in the United States, on public TV, they had The Wonderful World of Disney, and it would, it was a TV show, and this guy Walt Disney would get up and be beamed into everybody's TV set every night or once a week or whatever.
Oh, we didn't get that.
And
we have the Disney Channel, and we didn't get that.
Well, this is the 60s or something.
The 60s. You're talking about your childhood.
No, this is way back. What I'm saying is I never experienced it. So I'm what I'll do, I'll go back and watch one of these. I want to see what the charm is about. This old black and white, just TV show about Disney. And he comes up, it's actually really endearing. Like, they actually talk about it. It's ridiculous. He's talking about building Disney World, and he has like the whole thing and blueprints behind him. He's like, "This is my vision. Here will be Tomorrowland. Here will be," and he's just talking like direct to you. And you know, you can see where that popularity, that because oh,
I know this triangle. Yeah, see, I was also confused because I'm like, wow, I don't remember any of this crap. Wasn't he already dead at that point?
yeah, no, he was very dead. But YouTube and the power of recordings, you go back and watch these things and kind of see where he's coming from. And he comes off with this mix of nostalgic visionary, which is a really interesting combination. He's sitting there talking about the greatness of America's past while also building its future theme parks and where we're going from here. And it's just like,
it just sounds like Howard Stark, which I imagine was heavily based on. Don't get me wrong.
No, the Howard Stark character in the MCU is absolutely based on Walt Disney. It has now Howard Stark's more scientific and Walt Disney's more just general visionary. But you could see where an older generation, why do older generations trust these people that are just trumped up businessmen? And it's because Walt Disney was beamed into their TV sets, and Walt Disney was a visionary who brought them all these wonderful things, from an entertainment and from a cultural standpoint. And I think there's a big thing to be said there. And I think it's worth going and watching at least one or two of these old black and white shows to get a feeling for that. Because it's hard to understand what's happening today unless you go back and see who pioneered all this method of communication. But yeah, Aladdin. I like Aladdin.
But no, out of the Aladdin trilogy, I like the third one the best. I just found it really charming.
I watched the second one because I felt Jafar was he had that one music, song and dance sequence with the genie, and he's like, "I have more power in my little pinky than you have," and he's dancing with the hand. And he's just threatening. But it's also a very interesting enemy because he's like, "I have restriction," and he does his damnedest to work around them throughout the whole movie, but ultimately can't overcome them, and ultimately is just a jerk.
He's a bad guy. Jafar
is, we could probably do the Disney villains rankings, right? Jafar gets pretty high up there.
Well, he was doing everything he could to coerce a marriage.
Yes, coerce a marriage, both for both the marriage's sake and the power behind the marriage's sake. It was rotten on all levels. Jafar's a dick.
And the amount of people that probably had died going into the Cave of Wonders for him. He would have so much blood on his hands, trying to get that initial lamp.
Let's reverse it here and take another Disney villain, not Cruella, Ursula.
Yeah.
Ursula is obviously a witch making some bad deals, but people are going to her. She's not actively going out and terrorizing people.
I would actually. Don't forget, the whole reason Ariel goes to her is because her two little fish are oh, if only someone could help you. They plant the seed, and I have no doubt that that's what happened to every single one of those poor little weird
the polyp things. Okay, so maybe she's more active, but still,
she just has good minions compared to some of them.
True.
I think she's just got actually good minions, and that's because of witchcraft, because she can see through their eyes and crap.
But even after all that, she doesn't she actually says exactly what's going to happen. She doesn't lie at all. She's just listen, I'm going to give you a chance. If you don't, you turn to polyp. If you win, you win. Does she stack the deck a little bit? Does she try to interfere? Yeah, but she never said she wasn't.
Yeah, but at the same time, she's picking at people when they're at their lowest, so any sign of hope is too hard to give up.
So that is despicable, and she is a villain. I am not, but
And again, I agree she's not lying, but she's being deliberately deceitful in a lot of ways.
Yes. No, she's a villain. She has despicable things about her, but again, this is ranking. So, like, Jafar right now is top of the pile. Ursul's like 2 tiers. I'm going to give her two tiers below.
I would not put her that low. I would put her, if not level with Jafar, maybe 1 tier below.
Okay.
Like, I consider her to be just as dastardly. Like, there's a reason she was exiled.
Okay. There's some hidden backstory there we don't know about, I'm sure.
Like, yeah, like, I don't know the full backstory because it's not meant to be explained. I think it's explained in the sequel. Or the prequel or something like that.
Well, she has sisters.
Yeah. But it's just like, the king of, like, Atlantis himself exiled this woman.
Alright, well, if we're doing this Golden Age Disney era, which is Aladdin and Little Mermaid, obviously you have to throw Lion King. Again, another Regicide situation.
Yeah.
Where you put Scar in the trio here?
Oh, him I'd definitely put low tier. Like, he is just Hamlet's uncle. Like, he is just someone who wanted to rule, was mad that, because I believe in the actual lore, he's the older brother. And he got passed over. Because he did something which is what earned him that scar. His name was not Scar before he had it. I think his name started with a T, from memory.
There is a prequel. Well, I mean, obviously there's prequels and sequels to all these films because Disney does
Yeah, but I
direct it
don't
to
think there was ever an actual thing. I think it was just written lore. Like, it was in the art books.
So, driven by guilt and ambition, Scar famously kills his brother and chases off his nephew.
Yeah, he could have very well killed the boy. Like, he could have been a better villain. Because then there's no chance of someone coming back. Like, why do you risk the rightful king coming back? That's dumb. Like, no one is there to witness you murdering this child. You're just going back with your word, which is what you intended to do in the first place. Are you maybe annoyed the Stampede didn't do it? But, like, if you, like, there, and, like, it's not... If I was a villain, I'm like, I literally could get this kid to do anything right now in grief, and the idea of being a loving uncle. Like, including just taking him to the hyenas. Like...
I mean, yeah, the safari...
Like, there is so much that could be done that could have made him a more despicable villain.
Yeah, the Savannah or Serengeti or whatever. Definitely. I mean, I'm not even going to get into biology if a lion cub could survive on bugs. That's questionable, but whatever. This is Disney and there's some allowances to be made. Okay, so Scar's
low tier.
Scar's low tier not only because his villainy is based, but also because he's not very good at it. And he didn't plan more than 5 moves. Like, he didn't plan more than 1 move ahead.
Pretty much. Like, and his minions suck. Like, he's literally just like, no one else will accept me, so I guess you guys will do.
Yeah. It is a alliance, not even of convenience, of last resort.
Yeah, we are all outcasts in some fashion, even if mine is only in spirit at the moment.
All right. Is there any other films you want to throw in right now? Now that we're talking, we got 3 Disney villains on the leaderboard.
Gaston's very low tier.
I've never watched through Beauty and the Beast, but I know Gaston's just a jealous, jilted lover dude.
Well,
not even lover.
He's not a lover. He's a stalker.
I'm sorry. Love interest, but not. What I'm saying is he's the failed, like, using the wrong words to describe how horrible Gaston is as a person. I'm sorry. But yes, he's a stalker and a creep and an asshole. But yeah, he doesn't do much beyond that. He does sing his own praises.
Well, like, he very much so... I'll come to Frollo in a minute, because he's a different type of dick.
That's Hunchback?
Yeah. Gaston, I like as a villain, because he is very charismatic, and you can definitely see how he's captured the hearts and the minds of this town. Like, he could be an excellent leader, but because his field of vision is so narrow, like, this is where he fails as a villain, that he's just so focused on one girl when he could literally have anybody. And then you can see the power of him because, like, he is arranging for her father to be thrown in an asylum. Like, he has power, he has connection. He is just wasting it on one person, and then out of sheer jealousy goes to kill that person's lover because they don't agree. So, this is Rep, how are you? I've been spending more time with my Goldie than I have my kids. That's a bit sad, actually. You call your mom sometimes, too.
You know what you have to do right now. She's right there.
Oh, hi, Shell. Working hard. Wow, you're in the UK. Good luck with your Pokemon quest. By the way, I've saved up lots of money. Do you want me to keep on saving?
Save some money.
Okay, I'll save the money. Keep it up, Shell. I'm rooting for you, baby.
There you go. You called your mom. That's very
Anyway, Frollo.
Go get it.
He's actually, I would put him as really top tier villain.
A lot of people do. I haven't, again, I'm not Disney proficient. I have never, like, I have no cultural, other than the fact that it's the Hunchback of Notre Dame, I have no cultural knowledge. Like, I know that the female character is a gypsy.
Yes.
And, yeah. Romani, thank you.
And so he is a very high up noble / church leader. Well, I don't think he's actually like church leader, but most nobles are normally associated with the church in some fashion back in that time. Whether they are one thing or another, I think he holds a position in the city from memory. Like, oh yeah, it says here he's a judge. So they were definitely very heavily entwined with the church because, you know, law and church was almost the same thing. But he was on a mass killing spree of the Romani, like, really, because they're nothing but criminals. And one woman is seeking sanctuary with her baby in arms, and he chases her down and kills her, and is about to kill the child, especially seeing it's deformed. Like, it has physical disabilities. But of course, like, finally the priests have gotten up his ass and opened up the door and gone, but wait! And has warned him, you will go to hell if you kill this child. This woman was seeking sanctuary, and you still killed her just because she didn't make it inside my doors. You are a monster, and you must now repent. Fast forward, kid grows up. He essentially is just working for this man as a slave, hidden away in the tower like a monster. And yeah, he is lusting after the main female lead. And it's just like, because I can't have her, I must kill her to try and burn the fire from my soul.
You have a lot of problems, and you're putting them on other people.
Pretty much. Like, he's a very despicable person who was heavily, like, he was a racist. Like, he actively was prejudiced against others who were not in his class. Like, he was just this horrible monster of a person who manipulated then this poor young man that he's helped raise into, like, see, they'll never accept you. They see you as a monster. Like, he's despicable on many levels.
There's a common thread between the judge and Gaston in that they have that authority.
Yes.
They use that authority. Gaston suffers from the classic, you know, I'm a small fish in an even smaller town, and so I can do whatever I want, and that's a problem it happens everywhere. Like, unfortunately, small towns are susceptible to the charismatic leader type that can do no wrong even when they do wrong. From what you tell of the judge, it sounds like they're worse than.
Well, they're a historical figure, which makes them worse. As much as that, I don't think the judge himself is actually. It's like historical fiction sort of person, I believe.
Right. Embodying a type.
Yeah, that was very true of the time that's being portrayed. Clayton.
Give us a hint.
Wasn't as bad. No, I know who Clayton is. I'm ciphering the sentence. Clayton is from the jungle. Not the Tarzan.
Tarzan. Got it.
Gaston wasn't as bad as Clayton.
Yeah,
Clayton I would really put almost on the same level as Gaston. A smidge bit more horrible.
Smidge bit. What sets them apart?
Well, have you seen the movie? I have to check.
No, I do. I mean, the story of Tarzan. Kid raised in the jungle. Jane is the female interest that Tarzan meets. I'm assuming Clayton is a Gaston-esque character that wants to win over Jane, but can't. Not even win over.
No. So three characters have entered the jungle for research because they're studying the apes. Because that was the fashion of the time, was to study the apes.
Fashion of the
Yes, well, the time that's being portrayed anyway.
Of course.
Because that was when, what's her name? She recently died.
Yeah, Jane Goodall?
Yeah, like, it was based on essentially, not her, I don't believe, but the idea of going and studying and living among the apes for a time. But her and her father go to study. They want to figure out, like, their language, like, how are they interacting, mating habits, like, just general science crap. And naturally, they have taken Clayton with them because, they're going to a space with dangerous animals. Like, they need to take someone with them, but he's like, I'm here to hunt. So he's pretending he's just there for their protection, but taking every opportunity he can to take a pot shot at an animal. And in the end, betrays them because eventually is able to manipulate all parties involved to find the breeding grounds. So that way he can then take home many pellets. So he is not after Jane's knickers.
Okay, honestly, fine.
But he's more than happy to watch them die in his pursuit.
Hunting for sport is... I've hunted deer. Like, I've gone deer hunting, I've gone fishing. And I've gone fishing to take and cook and fillet fish and all that kind of thing. And you go to the supermarket, you buy meat, like. But when you go hunting or fishing for you don't like abuse the animal.
No.
It sounds like this fellow Clayton just in it for the abuse.
He's just in it for what can he take home to show off, which is unfortunate, to say the least. But yeah, he's just very much so self-interested. And that's why I put him only a smidge higher than Gaston, is because like he's not actively trying to hurt the people he's traveling with. He's just happy to hurt them if it means he gets his way.
Rock Smash. No! Onyx!
Thinking about other villains. We have Cruella. I put her a very mid-tier, mostly because her henchmen are useless.
Her henchmen are useless.
Like, she's clearly not that invested in her villainy, or if she would have better minions.
Yeah, she is the banality of evil. She is like, oh, there's 100 dogs, that I want to skin. I'm just gonna take them. Like they're just there. Look. Now I have the means.
Yeah, never mind the fact it would have been so much better to...
Oh, I'm sorry.
Buy these puppies. Well, there's 99 puppies. The other two are the... Yeah.
Well, the adults only have like a litter of 10.
Yeah, they only have like 10 or 11. But she has
had...
collected all of these to make this many in her arsenal, so to speak.
Arsenal.
But, like, she really should have been like, cool, we'll just raise them for, like, a year. It's only going to take them about a year to get almost fully grown. Then she wouldn't need 99 of them to make her goddamn coat. Like, she's a dumb villain.
Yeah, well, yes, but it sounds, yes, vain, and stupid.
Pretty much. Like, there would have been so many better ways that if she did seriously just want actual Dalmatian fur...
That's the great... Didn't they do the great bark or something to spread the word around?
Yes.
I remember that. I always like that scene. Because the dogs are barking. So now even when I hear the dogs barking outside, I'm like, made these, you know, I know it makes an argument, but also that sentence is evil.
Well, it's more of the fact that over time, an animal's coat does get more coarse.
Of course.
But from the age of puppyhood, which is what they are, to being about 1 year old when they're almost fully grown, there should be very little difference in the coat, unless, of course, they were a bad selection, essentially.
Obviously, like I don't know. I don't know it.
I can debate the ethics of villains all day because I have a villain mind, as we've seen in D&D. So I'm happy to go down in the ethics of this.
I'm not. No. I'm just saying, somebody had to write this story, right? You have a story. You open the book. It's a blank book, and you're like, I'm going to write a story. What's the story going to be about? Dogs. What type? I don't know. Dalmatian. Like, how do you work from a blank canvas to 100? Like, how do you even get the story of 101 Dalmatians? You know, like, some stories are from older stories, like The Little Mermaid is from Grimm's Fairy Tale. You get stories that are from other cultures, like The Lion King or Mulan. You get stories that are new inventions, like Lilo and Stitch. That borrows from culture, but it's a new story.
Yeah.
Where the hell does 101 Dalmatians come from?
Same place any story comes from. It's clearly that the original writer that they had for the script, the one who probably came up with the concept, probably just had dogs and was just like, and there was probably maybe some controversy at the time about dog fur or something. Doesn't necessarily need to have been, but maybe someone made an offhand comment of that would make a lovely coat.
Yeah.
It's not malicious. It was just like, oh, they've got such lovely coats. What would it be like to wear that? Like, what if we had a villain that saw the puppies? Because don't forget, it's aimed at kids, and immediately that gets the kids' investment. Because they're like, that's the puppy.
I would like to kind of know the story behind it, just more in detail.
It's probably in the, like, because back in that day, all those movies had books you could buy, which was like, you know, the storyboarding process and art.
Yeah.
It's probably in there.
But I also, it's also a cultural thing because we tend to forget, you know, it wasn't too long. Like, okay, first off, I don't want to pretend that America, you know, or the world or Australia or anything, you know, you could still find instances of animal cruelty, of cockfighting rings, dog fighting rings, and other such things. Animal cruelty is still alive and well, but it's much more frowned upon today than it was back in the day when 101 Dalmatians was filmed. So it is very possible that it was more immediate to that audience about that dichotomy of like caring for animals versus treating them cruelly.
Well, that, and don't forget where it was set. It was set in the UK. It was not an American setting. So, like, that would also involve, like, you know, was there a cultural thing that they were going for? Because that's still a choice.
Because famously, the wife and husband pair, like the human wife and husband, the wife was friends with Cruella.
Yes, because she worked for her. She was a designer. And so, like, when she was home one day, like, because she'd obviously taken time off because, like, the dogs hadn't, but she was still sketching at home because of her job and the pressures. Like, she had just offhandedly sketched one with the puppy spots and stuff on it. Just as, like, you know, I have to get a certain amount of designs in, and my brain is on dogs right now because my dog is having dogs. And of course, Cruella bursts in, like, why are you not at work? No, show me your design, show me the designs. Oh, dogs, ill, gross. Oh, I love this. And then realizing, like, you know, oh, they are soft. How much?
Yeah. Well, I also remember her recoiling in horror because they were ugly at first.
Yeah.
Because they didn't have their spots. I also remember during the scene when the dogs were being born, the last one came out stillborn.
Yeah.
And the father kind of did the classic dad thing with the pipe, which was like, and then the dog came back to life. Like, I don't know why I remember so much about 101 Dalmatians as opposed to a lot of the other movies of that time. Like, I don't remember Jungle Book. I don't really remember Robin Hood, other than the Prince John Lion.
Robin Hood so much.
But like, they don't hit me as hard as 101 Dalmatians do. So.
It was probably more of the fact that it felt real. Like it was something you could immediately relate to because like everyone's known adults like that. And because it's mostly told from the perspective between the adult dogs and the kid dogs, you have kid perspective and adult perspective, but relatable. And like, you know, that's the sort of thing that as a child you would see your dad do. Because they all do weird crap like that.
Famously, my dad, growing up, loved his dogs. He had dogs on I'll call it a rural house because they had animals and things. I don't know if it was quite a farm, but he would probably tell you it was. They had horses and things, so close.
Yeah, that's a farm.
Yeah.
If you got a horse, you got a farm.
Fair. So my dad grew up on a farm. He had dogs, and one of the dogs passed away. And they were talking to the Catholic priest about it, because my family grew up Catholic, and the Catholic priest, being strict and being dogmatic, is like, dogs don't go to heaven because that's not what it's about. Heaven is specifically for the baptized Christian faith, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, my dad gave up religion on that day.
Like, that is... And I understand, number one, I'm a teacher, so I have, like, the mindset of how to deal with kids. Number two, I also have the modern mindset of things of, like, there are just some things you don't say to a kid. Like, for instance, about Santa at a certain age, or, like, the Easter Bunny. Alright, I have one more chance to hit before I gotta pull. Yay!
Yay, got it.
And so it's just like, immediately you put offside your young base if you say dumb shit like that.
So, famously, this actually may be apocryphal, but it's a great story because it highlights kind of the problems in religion. I don't want to denounce religion. There are many good ethical debates to be had and things like that. But in the United States, there's obviously Native American populations, and there's Europeans that have come to talk, and amongst the Europeans are missionaries. And so the missionaries are spreading the word of Jesus, because they're typically, they're obviously typically either Catholic or, Protestant.
Yeah.
And so talking to a Native American missionary goes, you have to know of Jesus. Jesus came to this world and died for your sins, all that kind of thing. And the Native Americans like, so everybody alive before Jesus must be in hell because they had no way of knowing, right? Because Jesus wasn't there yet. And the priest, is like, no, that's silly. It can't be their fault they didn't know about Jesus, so they'll be fine. They'll go to heaven. And so the Native Americans like, okay, well then why did you tell me?
Because now I know about Jesus.
Right, it's sort of like the catch-22. It's like, dang it, I had it out until you told me.
No, it's like the game.
The game.
The game.
That game we've all just lost.
Yeah.
But, we can have the philosophical debates of, you could... The problem is that it all becomes a game of, like... Are you familiar with the concept of Calvin Ball?
Huh?
Calvin Ball is a fake game created for the comic strip Calvin and Hobbes. Calvin and Hobbes being a newspaper comic strip.
Oh, I know that they picked up the ball. Like, she repeatedly doesn't let him kick it. I presumed it was for the pigskin sport.
So, you're thinking Peanuts.
Oh, I'm thinking Peanuts. Oh, so, Calvin Hobbes is the guy with the tiger, isn't it?
Yes, Calvin's a kid with a toy tiger, and the tiger is animated in the strip, but it's a stuffed dog.
Yeah.
So Calvin Ball is essentially whatever Calvin wants it to be. So the rules are made up as you go along, but the rules stay consistent within the comic, like, that they're saying. So it's sort of like that. It's like, that's religion. It's just making up the rules as you go along, and then somebody comes over with like, yeah, but you didn't think about this, and then so people have to be like, well, Jesus wasn't around in 500 BC, so I guess the people in 500 BC, if they were Jewish, maybe they were okay. Like, what's the rule?
Well, especially is like, Christianity didn't exist.
Yeah,
Until like a good,
Yeah.
I'd say 10 to 50 years after Jesus'
Yeah,
death.
and then you have just basically a bunch of people digging into it for so long that it just becomes a soup of nonsense. It's all just
You say as I'm having to do a degree in Catholic stuff.
Yes, but your degree and your studies and everything, I'm assuming, are at very least focused on the practical, like, application.
Hold
of
on,
the-
you're
the-
presuming that there's common sense in the degree I'm doing. That's a dangerous thought.
one can hope.
No,
I'm
it's
just
called faith, not hope.
ouch.
Anyway,
I'm
back
not-
on the Disney villains.
Back to the Disney villain.
Yeah,
We don't need the real world villain.
Disney villain.
So let me think about Disney villains here, because I want to come up with some.
You want to see if
I-
you can come up with something.
I want to see if I can remember a particularly good Disney villain, because Disney, like, Lion King, Disney. I mean, you have Nice Pete. Nice Pete's the classic foil to Mickey Mouse and their neighbor, and sometimes also harasses Goofy.
Yeah, but like, there's so many different versions of Pete.
There it is.
And I know that you specified Nice Pete, and I'm like, so that's a dangerous and wobbly road to go around, because like sometimes he's a villain, sometimes he's the victim.
Yeah, sometimes he's just an antagonist without actually being a villain.
Yeah, he's just existing and everyone's getting mad.
That's a great way to describe somebody. Everybody's mad that you exist. We all allow it.
But we're mad about it. I'm pretty sure that was Jesus until they've decided they were too mad for him.
Oh no! How do we
Sorry, I
survive?
steered us back though. But no, I'm trying to think back because the movies have been placed into categories in trilogies. Because like, you know, there's the Renaissance trio and the, like all that sort of stuff. Like,
Why do we go? We're trying to go modern. We should be going back.
well, no, that's where I keep trying to go, and you keep trying to go modern. I'm like, meh.
Yeah, because there's the evil queen of Snow White.
Yeah.
Maleficent.
And Snow White's queen, I put her at mid tier.
She's got a Gaston vibe, but she's also the power. Like, she's vain. What? Like, really?
Well, then, like, she's trying, depending upon, like, you know, the version of it, it's either her stepdaughter or just, like, you know, a servant's child that she's just actively jealous of because she's getting old.
So Snow White is obviously the first animated Disney film.
I thought Bambi was.
So
Okay, Snow White.
it's definitely Snow White.
Bambi must have been the second one then. Because, like, Bambi's really early on as well.
I think it's Pinocchio next, and then maybe Bambi. I'm gonna double check.
Yeah, but Triangle agrees that it's Snow White.
Yeah, definitely Snow White.
Because I think it's Snow White, Pinocchio, and Bambi there because they're a trio.
Okay.
Like, I'm talking about like things in trios. Like, they are together when you do classification.
List of theatrical animated Disney films. Jesus. Okay, here we go. Snow White and Seven Dwarfs, Pinocchio. I did not know this one because, fun fact, Bambi is 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 on the list.
Oh, it must be in the second trio. For some reason, I thought it was in the first trio.
Well, because there's some odd ones early on, like Fantasia.
I wouldn't consider Fantasia odd. Like, that's classic Disney.
It is classic Disney.
But I just forget when it came out.
I don't even believe the date myself because of the nature of the animation, because it's so good. November 1940.
No, I think that would actually track because there was actually a sequel to it.
Yeah. And then there's one I have never heard of before. Just totally never heard of. The Reluctant Dragon?
That rings a bell, actually. I think I've only heard of it. I don't think I've ever watched it.
Yeah. But then you have Dumbo before Bambi, but only...
Dumbo and Bambi together. That's alright.
And then you have some... you have Victory Through Air Power, 1943, but obviously...
That's obviously going to be propaganda, yep.
Yeah, and we don't have to talk about the villains of that one.
Hold on, let's skirt back. We're jumping up the list. Take us back to number 1.
Snow White and Seven Dwarfs.
So,
Nope.
average villain. Mostly because, like, you have all of these wonderful magical powers to change how you look and all that sort of stuff. Just make yourself fucking more beautiful.
Yeah, it should,
Like, why do you have to go and, like, convince a man to commit murder?
she has the power of Ursula, the vanity of Gaston, and the stupidity of Scar.
Yeah.
She's what the fuck? Sorry, I'm cursing here, but it's no good. Like, you know, such small potatoes. Like, who cares about Snow White being the fairest in the land? Like, really?
Is your reign contingent on being the most beautiful?
No, you know who, well, okay. Do you know who, like, obviously, the whole movie is the machinations of the mirror.
Yes.
The mirror is the one who's actually the, I don't want to call it antagonist or protagonist. They're the prime mover of the action.
But to be fair, if you take the argument that you tried to take with Ursa, you come to him with the questions. He didn't come pestering you.
Well, he
just exists.
I know. No, there's nothing. I actually would not classify the mirror as a villain. But
there's actually a book series that I recently got for my birthday that is very closely linked to fairy tales. Oh my god, people ringing me.
Who's this?
Liz.
Oh, hey, Liz. Listen. The Kimono Girls in Etrick City did. Oh my god, now I'm reading it, so you're skipping through?
I am skipping.
That's fine. We got stuff to do.
I'm up. But essentially, like, so the first book is called Cinder. And it's based off of Cinderella. And it's set far off in the future. It's sci-fi based, but it's also like, it's very clearly like young adult book, which could breach into like new adult.
To answer the question, chat, Fantasia is the third animated feature from Disney, but also one of the most impressive to this day.
Yeah, no, he put that up just before you said it. That's been up there a while.
Well, it's been answered. Okay.
Yeah. Anyway. She's an orphan that was taken in by a family. Very typical Cinderella style story. Has to work for the family while they do nothing. Evil stepmom. 2 sisters. One of them's like not too bad. But like she has like some of her body parts are not originally her own. She's cybernetic. And naturally she still has a small kid's foot on, which means it really hurts to walk and stuff because she's not got the right parts. Because that comes into like the shoe part of the story. But I won't go into too much detail with it because like I really think it's one you should read.
It sounds like.
But essentially there are people on Earth and then there is the moon people. And they are a whole bunch of different people, and currently there is a tenuous truce between the two because they've been at war. And the queen from the moon is very much so done after the queen from Snow White, who is just obsessed with vanity. It's so cool. It's such a well done series. There's 2 books in that series I've not read because they're standalones, and one of them is literally the story of the queen, and it's called The Fairest. Yeah, really good author as well. Not a hard read. It's similar reading style to Dungeon Crawler Carl in terms of how easy it is to read. I finished those books in 2 days. 3 days max. So yeah, while you're waiting on Dungeon Crawler Carl, pick up Cinder. I really like Cinder. There's some obvious childish stuff with like the relationships. And crushes and things, but it's to be expected because it is like on someone who is like 18, 19 years old.
Well, no, I'm actually kind of on a tangent because we're talking about Cinder, we're talking about the Queen from Snow White. I remember the Magic Mirror actually being like a prominent part of Disney for a long time because it played that role of like slightly sinister host of some like shorts and thing, and just the visual of like the smoky mask in the mirror is just really evocative in general. Walls up front? No.
Well, I'm leaving. Like I have 2 Pokemon left to like train up. We're obviously not getting to the gym today. Unfortunately, Alice slowed us down. So all right. So we've Snow White. What was the next movie?
All right, yeah, I'm getting back there. Okay, so Pinocchio. Pinocchio doesn't have a villain per se because it's more of a coming of age tale.
Yeah, but if you had to class a villain, it would be the guy that takes the kids.
Yeah, to the Pleasure Island.
Yeah.
What else turned into donkeys?
Yeah. Because he buys them from their parents and then ends up reselling them on as donkeys as slave labor.
Yeah. No, it's yeah, no, I mean, yeah, I'm not gonna debate. So, I mean, that guy's odious, but it's just generic the evils of the world and not, because again, Pinocchio is a coming of age tale, so it's Pinocchio realizing and understanding like his consequences in life and choices and becoming quote unquote a real boy.
Yeah, it's just someone taking advantage of a situation and exploiting people, which I would still call them a villain.
We have a fan of Azalea Town's OST, which next time we're in town probably should give it a listen because we've been talking so much about Disney. So, but anyway, I think Pinocchio gets us, like, we don't have to delve deep. I want to get on, I don't even know who the bad guy in Dumbo is. Is there a bad guy?
Yeah, it's the guy that runs the circus. He locks up her mom and everything, Dumbo's mom.
That's terrible.
Because, like, tries to exploit Dumbo for the fact that the ears are too big for the elephant at this stage of its life. And so tries to make it a bit of a thing. And yeah. And so the mum naturally gets protective. And instead of actually taking proper things to like have safe viewings, in the end, yeah, they attack the mom. They end up locking her away. She essentially has like postpartum depression. Like, it's really, really sad. He's more of a background villain though, because again, like Pinocchio, it's a coming of age tale of believing in yourself.
We have Bambi.
Bambi, that one is the hunter, so that one's another background villain. That's not a direct villain.
Then we have a bunch of movies that are quite small and probably some of them are not even in English for some reason. Saludos Amigos seems like a Spanish language film. I don't even
Maybe
know.
it was made for Mexico.
I'm actually gonna look it up. But yeah, here's the poster for it. Just to show you real quick.
Looks cool. Yeah, that looks like the place I'd see Speedy Gonzalez.
Yeah, it looks Spanish for Greetings Friends is a 1942 American live-action animated anthology featurette. So yeah, 4 different segments set in Latin America. So not really kind of a movie that's alright, sort of like a clip show. We could skip past that.
It was probably a showing off of what we can do.
I'm going to skip a lot of these because we don't want to talk about things like Song of the South. We're going to just go right over that.
Well, that one again, that's a background villainy. I'm not going to go into detail. I'm just saying background villainy. I really liked that movie. Mostly because, like, as a child who didn't grow up in America,
you didn't have the cultural.
There was no cultural thing to it.
I just never plain seen it. It's basically personas non gratis, the film. Like, they just don't show it anymore. It's just not around. So
It had really cool songs.
I have no doubt. This is one I know by name. The Adventures of Ichabod and Mr. Toad.
That rings a bell.
Like, I remember, I don't even know what this was. Like, Disney films obviously go deep here. Oh, this is Ichabod Crane. So this has to be okay. So there's 2 films that got merged into one, which is The Wind
in the Willow?
Wind in the Willows and The Legend of Sleepy Hollow got merged into one feature.
That's why. Rings a bell.
And The Legend of Sleepy Hollow is awesome. I remember seeing it. Obviously, we all know it's the Headless Horseman and Ichabod Crane, which is honestly one of the stranger folk tales that come out of colonial America, right? Because colonial America is not known for its ghost stories.
No.
But somehow this one's a ghost story.
Well, then, like, I've actually read the book. It was weird but interesting. Like, it was just written from a weird perspective. But yeah, I think I've only seen it once.
I forgot a top tier villain. Top tier notoriety, maybe not in actual villain.
I'm waiting.
Captain Hook.
I actually feel like he's a victim.
He's a victim. Please. He kills kids.
But we don't know if that happened before or after Peter took his hand.
Okay, fair.
Like,
so he might be aggrieved.
He's definitely aggrieved, and he should know better. But at the same time, how did this adult get to Neverland? This is going to the conspiracy theories of he was originally a lost boy and all of his crew escaped Peter Pan. Because, like, the legend is Peter Pan would kill the boys when they started to get too old.
So you would know more. Peter Pan is the quintessential England fairy tale. Like, there are
two versions. One is they, like, stay young forever and Hook is a villain. And one is, no, they're the lost boys who got away. But if we just stick to, like, this common narrative, I would call him mid-tier villain. Like he was more of, like, he was aiming for one particular boy. And unfortunately, if it meant there were casualties along the way, he wasn't going out of his way to get those boys. But if it was to draw Peter out, he would do it.
The live-action Hook with Robin Williams and Richard Dreyfuss as Captain Hook.
Yeah.
Top-tier film.
Oh, I love that film, but, like, hold on, which Hook are we talking about for our villainy then? Because there's two different movies.
There is, and that's why I bring it up. When I think of Captain Hook, I think of the live-action. I think of being, like, bad form, lying, killing Rufio, trying to attack Peter in the back, all that kind of thing.
Whereas I think of the other one.
You think of the cartoon one.
Yeah. Speak. Like, I still enjoyed the other one, don't get me wrong. He's definitely a better villain than the other one.
Yeah. But, man, that live-action Hook movie, Richard Dreyfuss, Bob Hoskins as Smee. You have Glenn Close as a pirate. You have, again, Robin Williams. I forget who played. Who played? There was an older lady who played
Wendy.
I was going to say Judy, and I knew it wasn't Judy. Wendy. You have Julia Roberts as Tinkerbell.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's a fantastic film.
Oh, 100%. It's top tier. But we're talking about the Disney.
I know. What I've seen, and sometimes,
Well, because that's also a different tale of Peter Pan leaving Neverland and realizing he wants to grow up. And then it just being a villain who's just sad he never got his way.
And also because he grows up to be a bad dad. Because he's so focused on his job and he cannot force himself to make time for his kids.
Then don't forget, because he doesn't really remember his childhood, because I think he had an accident not long after returning to the world, he doesn't remember really having parents.
I don't remember I don't remember the particulars of the movie. I always just consider it like when you leave Neverland and grow up, it's a magical thing you forget.
I think that was part of it, but I can't remember if they said that, you just forgot, or like something happened and you forgot.
Anyway, Peter Pan. I actually skipped over two big ones to go to.
Oh my god.
I know. And we're getting to the end of the stream, so let's knock these out in quick succession. The evil stepmom and Cinderella. Small tier villain, but really nasty lady.
Really nasty, especially the background to that is like she married up in the world. Her husband mysteriously dies, and then she turns his original kid into her personal slave as she takes over the estate and just cuts her out the will.
It's just odious shit, but unfortunately all too common. And now, I think a fantastic film that we can talk about in depth. Alice in Wonderland. This is fantastic. I like Alice in Wonderland. I like the story. I like all the I can talk. Lewis Carroll, very good story.
Oh yeah. And the Queen is definitely a good villain in the fact that she is someone who is determined, not easily perturbed, wants her way, and everyone is bending over backwards for her.
I think Alice is the villain. Because she starts the film and she's a little snotty about everything, and like, I'm just gonna sleep under this tree, this, that, and I'm gonna do things my own way and all that. And, like, she's a little brat.
She's 8. Of course she's a brat. You were a brat. I was a brat. Like, but she's not the one beheading people because the roses are white.
Queen of Hearts.
Queen of Breaking Hearts, I bet.
I can keep on going on with this. I mean, Lady and Tramp, Sleeping Beauty, Mary Poppins. They consider Mary Poppins does have an animated sequence, so I guess it would be considered an animated film.
That and the villain for that one is capitalism.
That movie's fantastic. We should watch that.
I love that movie.
I love that movie.
I would actually like to see Saving Mr. Banks.
Oh, okay.
So that one is maybe one that, like, we should do as a back-to-back.
I'm happy with that. I'm not even upset. Like, that's great.
Yeah, Alice is mentally ill, and it's all in her head.
Yeah,
that's a very popular theory. Because I don't know if you ever saw the movie Sucker Punch.
Sucker Punch.
Oh, is it called Sucker Punch? They end up in the asylum. Maybe it's not Sucker Punch.
Isn't it like 4 girls doing fights and things?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then it like turns out, yeah.
Like, it's a heavily inspired by Alice in Wonderland. Of, like, they're put in an asylum and they're trying to fight their way out and stuff, and they believe themselves to be fine, but they're all getting lobotomized.
There's so many takes on the Alice in Wonderland thing. There's Alice, American McGee's Alice, a video game that you actually play first person as Alice, but it's a horror game. So you're going through Wonderland, but Wonderland has been turned to like a dark version of itself. So yes,
because I was actually thinking about, like, the fact that we have October coming up in a couple of months, where regardless of whether I'm done with my Nuzlocke or not, I might give it a pause and play a horror game.
Spooky month, man. And I
didn't want it to be a long one like The Last of Us. Don't get me wrong, I want to go back to The Last of Us. I love those games. They're long.
I didn't realize, because this. I'm gonna keep on bringing up movies because we're having a good time.
That and, like, I'm just gonna go until it's time to go and heal Wall, which is soon. It's probably only 1 or 2 more fights.
So this movie gets lost in the mix primarily because no one knows where to place it. Who Framed Roger Rabbit? Judge Doom. Because again, that movie has so many characters from everywhere.
It does, because it's a bit of an homage to it's almost a Deadpool 3.
It is.
Where they're paying tribute to, like, everything that has led to this moment of success and acknowledging the new era of film that we're going into. It was revolutionary for what they did.
Also, just a really great noir, like, detective story on top of all that.
That, and I can't remember if it was that film that had a special device that helped them film it that's been lost to time because someone fucking lost it and no one has the blueprints.
I'll double check. I'll double check.
There is a Disney film where something is lost to time that cannot be remade now in the way that they did it, but it was like the special crystal thing that they had.
I remember seeing something of that.
And I can't remember if it was that movie or another one. The one with the white-haired girl. That's Sucker Punch.
Yeah.
Because the main character in the movie is not the person you think it is. You only find out who that is at the end. I was a bit disappointed with that movie, but mostly because I was expecting more based on the trailers. It was still a cool movie, don't get me wrong, but it wasn't what I thought it was going to be.
I'm just looking up to see if I can find anything about it.
Yeah, no, I know. I'm waiting patiently. Before I forgot, I didn't mean to steer the conversation, but what are your thoughts on the recent PlayStation news about it all going digital? I hate it.
Please, say your piece, and then I will say mine.
Yeah, because you'll get on a soapbox and never fucking get off.
Exactly. I have feelings.
Like, I've had issues since the discs became code. Like, they don't have the game on them anymore. Like, I understand for the sake of, like, making release rollouts easier. That's the way it is. But also it means, like, you know, after racing home and getting the game, you then have to wait sometimes hours for a download to be done just so you can play the game. You can't play it offline. You have to initially connect to the internet to get the game. And I don't like that. Like, I understand that, like, you know, they're going digital because it's saving them costs and things, and no one's really buying the discs as much anymore except for the people that really believe in that ethics. But at the same time, I think there has to be a better answer than just getting rid of the physical medium itself, because the same argument could be said for cash at the moment, because a lot of countries are trying to go cashless and make all currency digital, which doesn't work because that just isolates the poorer class, essentially, those who are not doing as well, that require physical money on hand.
All right, I think we're right about the end because you're doing
Yeah, I'm just going to organize my Pokemon while you have a soapbox.
Okay, soapbox. Physical media. Hot take, I don't give a shit about physical media, right? I don't care about that in of itself. You know, if you could save the environment by offering me a download instead of a CD or a DVD, that's fine. I don't need extra endless junk. I have a room full of old NES and SNES and PlayStation games. I cherish them, but I also like playing games. So if you give me a digital game, it's fine. The problem that's been here all along is licensing. The companies don't want to actually let you own the game you bought. You know, if I go buy a board game, I have about 50 of them on the shelf to my left here. I have that board game. Nobody can ever take it away from me. I can make any house rules I want. It's a board game. I understand I don't have that much freedom with a computer game digitally, but I would very much like to own the thing I buy in a meaningful way. And what the digital landscape does is lock your games into a Switch, into a PlayStation 5, into a Steam account, and then if the license is pulled, or if they don't want you to play multiplayer anymore, or whatever, they just turn it off. And then the game that you bought, you didn't buy. You bought the privilege of playing a game. What that's called is an arcade, where you go and put 25 cents into the machine and play. I'm not here to play an arcade game. I'm here to play a computer game that I bought. That's my problem. And it's becoming more and more of a problem. DS games that are only available on the Nintendo store. Wii and Switch, it's the same way, and it's becoming harder and harder to archive these things. How many times have people gone back? You can find streams right now of people playing old NES games that were forgotten to time until speedrunners got a hold of them and played them anew.
Yeah.
And that can't happen if developers are always going to George Lucas their games, update them, remove them, change the thing around, and all that other shit. So that's the problem.
Well, that night, I've had a recent experience with this where I was playing a game called Redfall. Now, Redfall was essentially a vampire apocalyptic game. But you got powers as well. Like, it was essentially a bunch of kids going around, like, doing things, and it was made to be done co-op. However, the game flopped. And the thing is, it wasn't a bad game. The graphics weren't that bad. It had some really cool, interesting concepts. It was poorly marketed, which meant it never got really off the ground. They're still selling it in stores to this day. However, the ability to play multiplayer, because they've turned the servers off, is impossible. You can't even LAN it your way in. You can still play single player, but it's harder because it was made to be done as a co-op game. And so you don't even get the guys as NPCs around you. You actively need someone else to play those other characters for them to be there. And so it's now just dead weight on my account because they're not accepting refunds. And it was the first game that I'd ever seen do this.
It's going to become more the norm. And it's the problem is there's nothing for you have the evolution of games is arcade games, put a quarter in, you can play one player, two player. You go to home console where the game, you buy the game at a premium price, but you get to play it forever with your friends on one console. And then we had kind of the golden age, let's call it from 1997 till 2010, where both console and computer games were online. They could connect to each other without a middleman. You could play LAN, you could play internet, you could play with your friends, you could play by yourself. Nobody was, you had physical media, so nobody could take the game away from you. All the server stuff was there. We had that. Yeah. And the companies existed. The companies didn't lose money with this model. The companies made money.
Yeah. Well, especially as it ingratiated the customer to them. So it meant like, oh, I really enjoyed this game. I'm looking forward to your next release.
So as you get on and on and on, and it's gaming had a moment. It was the horse armor. The horse armor fucked everything up. The second game companies realized that they could do microtransactions. The first one notoriously being the horse armor, which was a cosmetic thing that was not a expansion, like, because expansions were always a thing.
Yeah.
And all that, like Diablo.
DLC has always been there.
DLC expansions, the biggest thing I can remember, Star Wars, StarCraft Brood War, Diablo 2, Lords of Destruction being big DLC, not DLCs, but expansions. Gamers would happily buy them. But now, once microtransactions creeped in, it just became, this NBA optimization routine of like, okay, we're going to gamify the game now. We're just going to price everything out. And it's like, well, why would EA Sports, for example, want an updatable version of FIFA 2026 when they make their money releasing FIFA 2027, 2028, and 2029?
Yeah.
Like, why would, why would any game do anything? It's just a sad state of affairs, and
which is why some companies like Team Cherry, they, the first game had, it was 3 or 4 DLCs. They were all free.
That's the saving grace. The saving grace of computers in general is that computers are actually accessible to the everyman. There's no amount of AI that can take away. There's no amount of licensing that can take away. You could go play one of 100 games downloadable for free, made and created and maintained as passion projects.
Yeah.
And that's not including the games like Hollow Knight, which are made, they're made at a decent price point, but are, again, passion projects, products of art. Even though they're made to be sold, they're still art projects.
Oh, yeah. Better question is, why would people buy those games? FOMO is very real.
FOMO is real. Yeah, you don't want to miss out.
FOMO is real. Half the time, those like FIFA games and stuff, like, there are real world tournaments which are only based on the newest release, and so you got to stay current, especially if the mechanism of game changes in any fashion between versions. Pay to win has always existed, will always exist.
I'm going to bring the conversation full circle.
Okay, I'm struggling to see how this is going to connect to Disney, but please do tell.
So, remember I told you, I don't understand why people look up to visionaries who are just idiots like Elon Musk, and like we'll put Steve Jobs in there. Because Steve Jobs is an asshole too, right? But people look up to these. Why? Because historically, you go all the way back, you had Walt Disney being this Uncle Walt in your living room talking about all the wonderful things at Disney and all the wonderful technologies creating and just giving a vision of the future. So that's where that comes from. You have kids who don't know what gaming was like in the 80s, the 90s, the 2000s. You have people whose entire life is based off of why buy FIFA 21? Because that's how we always did it. They've done this now for so long that it's now the norm. People don't go back. But the thing is, I think people are going back. I don't think it's that far distant yet.
No.
But it's going to be that way.
And it might just be, but my new favorite player in the current soccer year of our Lord, 2021, wasn't in the 2021. And it wasn't in the 2020 space one. Like, it becomes about having the updated stats and all
My-
that crap.
I grew,
Answer that question.
yeah, my on the original NES, there was like a game, I think it was Baseball Stars or something. And it was a really good baseball game. And one of the features of the game is that you could actually program the players. So what my friend did was literally go to the newspaper, because in the old US newspapers in the sports section, you can get like the running stat totals for all the players. So, you know, we had our 1993 Phillies team, and he literally programmed in, because the game had the feature, programmed in every player, their ERA, their stats, their, oh, he got this many bases, like, and the game happily did it. And FIFA could do the same thing. There's no reason that they can't just be like, we're releasing FIFA Platform 5, and Platform 5 will provide updates for 5 years. That's actually how like Microsoft and other software developers release their games or release their product, right? You buy Microsoft 365, it's good for a number of years, it goes end of life, maybe not 365, but other softwares, and then you buy the next tier, and they support it for a number of years. EA Sports and FIFA and NFL and all the other sports games are total trash, and they just fuck this trend for some reason, and it's insane. But I think
we're done. It's been a great conversation, especially all of these like conversational prompts have been fantastic.
we got to find somebody to raid.
We do have to find someone to raid. Is there a particular game you would like to see?
I know if it's Triangle, you can direct the raid.
Because yeah, I've already saved our game, and now we can't see the comments. Hold on.
Yeah. I'm coming. I gotta come over here a little bit. Follow me.
Okay.
I
We
don't.
don't really have anyone to direct.
Okay, so we're just gonna pick another Pokemon stream here.
Um,
Full shiny hunting.
no, I'm looking at the names to see if there's like any of the people we've done before.
BenTC Gaming, Rowan, Point Crow.
No, I can't see the other people that we've done before.
No, I don't see anybody we've done before. So I'm just gonna go back to the top. This is in Spanish, so that's not gonna be good. We have shiny hunting. This is a 24/7 channel. Full random hardcore Nuzlocke. Like that, yeah, but that's French.
Oh yeah.
No Cam Streeter and chatting English gaming. Advanced marathon. I don't know.
That one's in Spanish.
Oh my goodness. We're back at Johto. Shinies only. Gotcha at it?
What was the one at the very top, the shiny hunting?
Full odds shiny hunting.
Why not?
Why not?
It's already got some chatters and stuff in there, so that'll be good.
All right.
But yeah, thank you so much for joining us and for having a great conversation. We've really enjoyed it.
All right, we're gonna send you off to Erwin. Give him good luck on shiny hunting. He's got like 3 things going, so good luck.